hath on men, fear came upon me, and trembling, which made all my bones to shake. Job.
Who's Job?
Job 4.
He's in the Bible, isn't he?
Oh, I thought it was Arrested Development.
I am Job.
I've made a mistake.
Job, that's right. No, Job's from Mission Impossible 1.
He wrote that quote, actually.
All right, you want to introduce
Hi, everyone.
your fucking podcast?
Hello.
Hi.
It's us, Witchfinger Horror Podcast.
We are back.
Horror. We are back after a few months.
Yeah, a few long and crazy months, but guess what? We're here and we're in the same room together, and it's fucking awesome.
Yep.
We've been super, super stoked on this day because this was an episode that we'd planned on doing before everything sort of went into lockdown. Everybody knows, world events are crazy, but we're finally going to get to do it. Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Fuck yeah.
Dream Masturbator. This is the porn version, guys.
This is, in my opinion, one of the best ones of the series. I love part 2 a lot, but part 4 is like fucking up there for me. So much rad shit happens in this one.
I'm like a bookender. I like the first one.
Oh, the first one is just...
The first one is my
Classic.
favorite, and then New Nightmare. Wes
New
Craven's
Nightmare
New
is
Nightmare.
great, too.
I like the bookends.
Yeah.
Freddy vs. Jason, I appreciate more now that I'm older, but when it first came out and I spent money to go to the fucking cinema,
I did
was
as well.
so fucking pissed that I spent money on the cinema.
Really?
Well, yeah, because at the time I was expecting to be scared, and it was about kids getting baked. Like, it wasn't scary.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
It was
It's
a joke.
fun-
I wasn't expecting a joke.
Yeah. Oh, really? You
No.
thought it was going to be serious?
Yeah.
You thought that Jason versus Freddy movie was going to be serious?
Yeah. I fucking did.
Well, I mean,
did.
I understand that, and like, it seems like as this particular series, like this particular
Franchise.
franchise, yes, as it's gone on, like the character of Freddy has gotten more and more like it's more like slapstick, more one-liners, he's more comedy than horror, even though he's still killing people. So it makes sense that Freddy versus Jason was gonna just be more. Like Freddy just like being ha ha ha, got your nose, bitch, or whatever.
Oh my
and, like,
god, Kelly
Yeah,
Rowland.
got your nose, and then her nose comes off, but with bad CGI. You know what I mean?
With
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
CGI.
I remember not hating it when I saw it in the theaters, but I still watch it now, and
I love it now.
am entertained.
It's been a long time since I've watched it, actually.
It's actually a pretty fun movie. I don't mind it, and I love Catherine Isabelle because I love Ginger Snaps, and she's one of the characters. And her boyfriend, the way he dies in the mattress, is
it's
so
so
fucking funny.
good.
Like I don't think that's been done in a movie before.
I love the stoner thing too. Like,
Yeah,
I
me
love when he
too.
was tripping out. Like, Freddy's
Yeah.
encouraging him to get baked, and he's this worm.
Yeah.
And the end fight scene was really good. But I distinctly remember telling my boyfriend at the time, who had never been into horror, and I was in grade 9 or 10 when it came out. Grade 10 when it came out. And I distinctly remember telling him, are you ready? Are you ready to be scared? Are you ready for the scariest movie you've ever... hyping it up and hyping it, right? And then
maybe
he
that's
left,
why you don't
he
like
left
it.
being you like this crap? And I was like, but,
Yeah.
horror's good. I think for someone's first experience, Freddy versus
It's
Jason
not
as their
the
first
best
horror
one.
movie
Yeah, you're
is
right. Yeah.
kind of a disappointment.
That's not a great introduction into the genre.
No. Anyways, I broke up with him.
You go, sister. That's funny.
Should we introduce ourselves? Do you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
remember
Do
our
you guys
voices?
even remember who we are?
What's your name?
Who even are you?
I know, it's been so long. This is very exciting. We've already had a couple drinks. So my name is Yasmina, and to my right is Morgan.
Hello.
To my left is Megan.
Hello.
And yeah, we're watching Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4, The Dream Masturbator.
Number 4.
And yeah, I said earlier, this is definitely probably my favorite one of the series. There's lots going on in this one, but it's funny because my notes are sparse.
Yeah, well, I feel too, it's been so long. I rewatched all of the movies, in March when we were originally going to record, and then I started my notes, and then, today I opened up the document, and I was like, this is not finished. But it's like, there's so many, like, big things about this movie. Like, obviously, Robert Englund. Like, we could talk about him for an entire podcast.
And I feel like Robert Shea as well.
Yeah.
Like, I got a lot of respect for that man. He's done a lot for the film industry anyway.
Yeah.
So I could talk about him.
For the longest time, I actually didn't know who his sister was.
What do you mean?
You know, give me a second, because I wrote these notes in February. And I didn't even read them at all. What's her name?
Stop.
Fucking, her last name is Shay, but she's in The Conjuring. She's in, like, a bunch of fucking horror
Oh my
movies.
god!
You know what I'm talking about.
I totally know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I always forget her name. Detroit Rock City. That's, like, how I
She's
know
the
her.
mom.
Yeah.
And in The Conjuring, she's the old,
Yeah.
she's looked old forever. That's his sister?
Yeah.
I love
Weird.
that.
Yeah.
What a
yeah.
little tidbit.
So they both are huge
horror,
advocates of
yeah.
horror. So that family is it's like a new line family. And so Morgan, you said you just recently watched all of them. Which one's your favorite?
Well, I don't know. Like, I really like number 2. The first one, I think. I mean, the
love
first
part
one is
2.
like.
Scary as fuck.
It's classic, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to go with that one.
I'll
But, like,
never
I think,
get sick of
I
watching
think
the
like
first
the
one.
first
Never.
4, there's like something kind of good
Special.
special about all of
Yeah.
them. Like, I know, like, we were talking earlier, and you were saying, Yasmina, that you thought that Dream Warriors was a little bit boring.
It's not boring,
Well,
but,
no,
like,
but it's just because it only takes place in one
location.
Yeah,
like
the
it's just
entire
like
time.
it's good, but in my opinion, part 4 is better because it has more going on.
Yeah.
Than
Yeah,
part
like
3.
there's a lot of like a bit more movement, but
And then
I still think it has its merit. Like number 3
Yeah, I
is the
agree,
one
yeah.
where they like Freddy like is the big like worm guy and like eats the one
That
guy.
shit is
It's
traumatizing.
insane.
That's
That part
a
was insane.
fucking
And the part where he
crazy
plays
kill.
like a puppeteer,
Yeah.
that shit is fucking dark. And it is a great movie, but and like obviously like the TV scene is great.
Yeah.
But I find that the majority of horror fans like rave about part 3.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Yeah.
a very it's a favorite for a lot of people, and I'm not shitting on it or anything, but just like I don't know, I just think that there's a lot more that part 4 offers.
Yeah. And I know you guys don't like it, but I don't even hate part 5 because there's the one scene where they're driving and whatever his name is opening up the road map and it doesn't stop opening in part 5 and he unfolds it and then
that.
the road map is the whole, like the car's filled with this road map because it won't stop opening and he can't figure it. That part to me is such a dream.
Okay, I'll have to rewatch
It's such
it.
a dream
Crazy,
sequence.
yeah.
And I also like part 5 because it has Rosie O'Donnell in it. Like she's one of the townsfolk.
Oh, you mean Roseanne?
Roseanne, sorry.
That's part 6.
Oh, part 6.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Yeah,
part
yeah,
6
yeah.
is hilarious, and we should
I was gonna
totally
say,
do
no, so
part
that's
6.
part 6 that I'm
Sorry,
talking about the
part
map
5,
as well. Yeah,
part
yeah.
5 is the one that I dislike. That's the Dream Child. That's the one with that fucking annoying kid
Yeah.
from Jurassic
With
Park.
the nun, and then the nun's in it.
Yeah,
and she
I don't like
tells-
that one.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
however, I agree. Part 6, for the
Part 6 I
longest time,
love.
for the longest time, I didn't like part 6.
Why? Because it's corny
Because
and
it's
funny.
very corny. It's like the video game part, but however,
That's so much fun.
I know, but now I like it. Now I like it, and yes, I love Tom Arnold, Roseanne are in it, and like that girl is Billy Zane's sister. The main character in part 6 is Billy Zane's sister.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure we talked about this in our
I was
Demon
going to
Night
say, this sounds very familiar to me.
episode. But
That's
it's been a
fucking crazy.
long time since I've seen it though, and I don't have that one on tape. I do have it on DVD, but
And that's got the cute guy from Clueless. The skater
Jeremy
boy.
sister. Oh no.
He's the skater boy.
the guy from Can't Hardly Wait.
The guy from Canada. Yeah,
And the Craft, and the
Craft. And he plays the exact same
Yeah.
character in
He's
every
the stoner,
single,
like skater boy.
but smiley and funny and cute. And
yeah, and then she's gonna cry, and then I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
cry,
cry.
and we're all gonna cry.
Is his name Brecken Meyer? Is that his name?
No
or am I
idea.
thinking of somebody else?
I
No
don't.
idea.
No idea.
Let me
Google Brecken Meyer. I'm pretty sure that is his name. And why I would even know that?
That's fucked up. It is his name.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you know that?
I don't know.
Someone looked at a tiny baby and said, "Your name is Brecken."
Yeah. I pronounce you Brecken.
Brecken.
That's hilarious.
I don't know why.
But I'd have to say that part 5 is my least favorite.
And you know what? Part 5, the only part I literally remember is when they describe how Freddy was conceived. Because that was an important part.
Yeah,
so they talk
I
about
agree.
his mom being in the asylum, locked in, and then raped by 100 maniacs. And then...
That's dark, too.
Right? That's super dark.
So dark.
And then the only part I remember otherwise is like the lame part at the grave where there's the ghost of his mother kind of at the grave. I thought it's just memorable because it's so bad.
Yeah.
Like that one scene is
like very
so bad.
cheesy.
Like
Yeah.
she's an angelic figure like his mother. Like why are we talking about his parents?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to, like, sometimes I think the most interesting, like, types of characters like this are, like, when you don't start to know them too intimately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
He
when
is
you
what he
start-
is, that's it.
Yeah, when you start hearing, oh, well, Freddy, like, you know, he also had parents.
His
and,
mom
like,
was a victim and poor
Yeah,
her.
like, it's
I don't
just
want to
like-
hear about any of that.
Yeah, you don't need the backstory too much. I agree that it's like, you know what? Hey, he's a diddler, and they fucking hated him, and they threw him in a fire, and now he's coming back in people's dreams to fuck with them. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
I don't need to fucking hear his sob stories.
Yeah. Number 5. You suck.
Yeah!
Yeah, you-
Fucking annoying kid challenging Sam Neill. You think you know about Velociraptors? He's the kid!
It is the kid.
Yeah.
That kid's so fucking
And then
annoying.
Sam
And he
Neill's
wouldn't let go of the
like,
goddamn
go
electric
fuck you.
fence.
Yeah.
And he got electrocuted. Piece
Yeah.
of shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyways.
P.S. Earlier, the kids were outside of the school, and I love Debbie. Her outfit just gives me so much joy. She's the one that has the cockroaches and
Miniskirt.
stuff. But like no, she's wearing like spandex like high shorts
Yeah.
with like a black crop top and like a leather jacket.
And she has those, like,
Bang,
those
bang.
boots.
She rules. She's my favorite in this fucking movie. Okay,
Ooh, look at
so
that
let's
counter.
get into
Numbers.
Oh wait, I'm distracted. I'm sorry. Fucking Alice's brother. What's his name? Well, he's doing his like fucking
It's like
karate.
his karate stuff, yeah.
Oh god, he's
got-
hot.
This guy is this the guy that you guys think is hot?
I think he's
Okay,
hot.
which
I think her boyfriend's hot. Not her brother, her
which one-
boyfriend. He's
has
not
he
here
shown up yet?
No,
Okay.
he's not here yet.
Because I don't know.
Oh
this
yeah,
guy's
because
okay.
he's like a very suave, like model-looking, like jock guy.
Christ,
Yeah,
his jawline is
No,
deadly.
I like her brother, and I like his Japan like headband,
Flag
and he's
headband.
doing nunchucks
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
sweating all over
Listen
his
to rock and
fucking,
roll.
like black tank top. That Anything song too, like I,
love
love
that
that
song.
song. Yeah, he's a fucking babe. I don't know what his name is though, because I should have read my notes.
I always find it funny when, and I said this about, what movie? Oh, I said this when we were talking about Mortal Kombat, when they cast for Sonya Blade.
Yeah.
How she doesn't have any muscles. They always cast the athletic person, and they don't consider body type.
Right.
So he's supposed to be this, he practices martial arts and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But he has zero body
He's
tone.
not
like,
toned at
no
all.
muscle tone.
Yeah.
Zero. He's got bad posture.
totally.
It just lacks. It's unbelievable to me that he would be into martial arts.
Totally, for
when
sure.
I look at
like,
him.
even if you're like a thin person, like you are that fit,
Yeah.
like you're gonna have like some like muscle. It's gonna be little, but
Yeah,
you're gonna be
right. A little bit of
ripped,
definition.
yeah.
I don't need to pick on him though, because he's so cute
Her brother.
and he takes care of her, and I like that very much.
But he dies quickly though.
Some people don't know that, Yasmina.
Spoiler alert! Came out like 4 years ago, but like
Right?
spoiler.
Did you say like 40 years ago?
Yeah, I know what fucking year that this come out. 1988.
Haiti.
Yeah.
Haiti hate.
It's been a while.
Directed by Rennie Harlan, and the budget was $6.5 million, and the box office fucking like $49.4 million, highest grossing of the franchise, not including Freddy versus Jason. Holy shit, I can't fucking talk. It was referred to as the MTV nightmare of the franchise. And due to the success of the film, it's the reason why they started making Freddy's Nightmares.
Interesting.
Yeah, I only have one of those tapes, but I would eventually like to own all of them.
Yeah, Freddy's Nightmares was
The anthology show.
Yeah, do you remember the show?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it wasn't. But was it Freddy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in them. There's like the one like have you ever seen the like Freddie like jumping with the guitar?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, were they scary shows though?
Well, it's like Tales from the Dark Side. Like
really.
it's like you know what I mean.
I was gonna say I don't remember them being.
Every episode had 2 stories, I think, or like every tape has like 2 stories. But it's like your basic like Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side type anthology show. I've only seen a couple episodes though because I just have like the one tape. But yeah, it was because of how popular and successful part 4 was that they created that show.
I feel like they made shows like that. Do you guys feel like when we were kids, rating systems were much more important? The rating of a film was much more important when you were a kid. X, rated R, stuff like that. So I feel like they made those shows back then that were geared towards everybody. You could air it on any... Like, it had to be late night, but they weren't scary, they weren't gory, they weren't...
There wasn't blood or anything like that. So it's like
and now they make shows...
A kid could watch.
That's right. And now they make shows that are much more violent and bloody, and kids are watching them, right? So it's like, I just feel like they made shows so corny back then, but you didn't have to.
Well, the MPAA was like a much more...
Yeah, exactly.
Powerful entity back then. Whereas now it's much easier to get away with anything.
Yeah, well, and we can consume media a lot easier these days. Like, it's hard to actually put ratings on stuff, too, because it's like you can get stuff on YouTube, you can get stuff on Netflix, and unless you have, like, child filters or,
I was going to say, and parents have the ability to put, like, the blocks on the internet.
Yeah, so it's like, but it's only if your parents are like, I don't want you seeing that.
Like don't watch porn.
Yeah.
Well, I just mean, like, I remember not... like watching stuff like that, but I don't ever remember as a kid having access to anything like Stranger Things. No. I know children who are like 7 and 8 years old who know everything about Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Which has a lot of scary shit in it, in my opinion, which is amazing. I think this is all great. I'm just saying as a kid, I feel like we missed out on all that good shit because all the shows...
We had to dig deep for stuff like that. Like, we had to go to stores to like buy like Fangoria and like Cinema, whatever the fuck that magazine was called, in order to find out about these kinds of things. And like I loved the going into like video rental stores and like the owners who didn't give a shit and let kids like go into the X-rated like sections and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like we had to work towards it, but
and not even like reading magazines. Like I just remember like being like, this cover looks cool. I'm renting this. This cover looks cool. I'm renting this. Like a lot of that nostalgia and part of it is like just like
trial and error.
Yeah, we were buying, and like a lot of times, like especially in the 80s, movies, like the covers were the best part of the movie.
Girl,
I love the covers so much.
You know, and it's like you pick a cover and you're like, I want to watch this. This looks great, and then you put it in and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? But our parents let us do it anyways. Aww.
Freddy just got resurrected.
Yeah. P.S. That resurrection scene is like
lot,
it's pretty
garage,
cool.
Car garage.
Yeah.
His face in this one is interesting.
I love his face in part 2.
I was gonna say it's different in every single movie.
It is, yeah.
In part 2, it's like demonic when he has like the red contacts in.
Yeah.
The part when at the party when the pool party happens and he.
Oh, I love that part.
Oh my god, I love the
he
way
goes
that
batshit crazy.
He's like
that's
evil in that. That's like his most evil portrayal, in my opinion, is in part 2. But this is actually part 4 is the first movie in the franchise where Robert Englund got top billing in the opening credits.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
really?
cool.
I'm surprised.
Well, I mean, not really, because like what other like big names are in this movie?
But I mean, I'm surprised it took till the 4th film.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true.
But I guess the first one was a risk, because it's the first one. Mm-hmm. The second one was a flop.
Yeah.
The third one was a risk because the second one was a flop. But then the third one was a success, so they felt comfortable putting his name on the fourth one. Yeah.
But the third one, like, Patricia Arquette was already kind of a name at that point, too,
No,
right?
that was actually right before. And the reason why she's not in this one.
Well, because then she got...
she
wanted more opportunities and she didn't want to do it.
And then her agent told her to not do part 4 because at that point she started like becoming a top billed actress and like making X amount of money, and they were like, you're too good for fucking Nightmare on Elm Street.
I wonder though, because this movie did like make like almost $50 million.
Well, they showed her agent that.
I wonder how she felt after.
Totally. She was probably pissed, man.
I just like as much as I mean, granted, she is so talented and so beautiful, and like, I mean, to this day is making like incredible pieces. But I found her very annoying in the Freddy movies. Her scream was, I know people are like, she's the scream queen. It was incredible.
Really?
Her
People say
scream
that?
annoyed the shit
I don't even remember what it
out
sounds
of
like.
me. It was really, really pitchy.
Really? Oh.
And so that was the only thing I hated her in the Freddy movie, because it was so, but that's why she got the movie. That was a big part of it, because her scream was
Yeah,
so
it was
like
so, like-
impactful. To me, it was just like, shut up.
You know what movie is my favorite portrayal of her as an actress is Lost Highway. She plays 2 different characters and like fucking
That's not the one with Brad Pitt.
No, that's the one with Gary Busey and
Gary
Bill Pullman.
Busey. Busey in the basement.
Busey in the basement.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's a
he
nice
plays
guy.
oh, sorry, I thought we were talking
Is
about
he
something
abusive?
else. No. Oh.
No.
No, because we like to
talking
call
about
him that
Hider in the House.
because he's in that movie Hider in the House. Remember the other day you came over and you're like, "What's Hider in the House?" and you like pulled that
I
tape
do
out.
remember.
He's like creeping at the window.
Yeah, that movie is ridiculous.
Yeah. One time we posted a photo with that tape and I wrote like Gary Busey in the comments on Morgan's post and he liked it. And I was like, shit. Gary Busey fucking read my comment.
He liked the abuse part.
He was like, Busey, I like that.
He looks very fun these days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
well,
bet
I like
he's
looking
a
at
fun
him.
kind of guy to hang out with.
Him and his kid, I would pay money to hang out with.
Get a
Yeah.
fucking Busey sandwich going on
Girl!
there.
Yeah, Jake Busey.
Yeah.
Gary and Jake.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, he's in that movie.
Busey.
Getting
Oh,
my
fuck.
Jabusey.
Oh my god.
Oh, here we go. The babe in the fucking
Yeah,
bed.
so, okay,
We've
this
missed
guy's
Tori.
hot, too. This guy, okay, so the fucking wet dream scene is happening right now, and, this guy, he's in a band, I'm pretty sure.
Like now, still?
Yeah, so this guy, his character's name is Joey, and his real name is Rodney Eastman,
Okay.
and he is from Montreal.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Français.
Ah ouais.
Je
Ben
parle
ouais.
français. Bonjour, comment ça va?
Oh, yeah,
Mon
he's
name-
in a bunch of crap.
Yeah,
That's
this guy,
right.
so he's in a folk band called King Straggler with the guy from the very beginning of From Dusk Till Dawn. He's like the clerk at the
Really?
fucking convenience store that they blow up.
Weird.
Yeah, so
Really?
they're in a folk band together. And Rodney Eastman was also a shoplifter in Chopping Mall. And
Okay.
we recorded that, and I forgot about that.
I did not know that
Did
at
not
all.
know that. He's also in the I Spit on Your Grave remake, and in my opinion,
That was an
a
awesome-
fantastic
awesome
fucking movie. The remake, the first one, I've never seen the other ones.
Oh, no, I saw it. I'll never watch
Those-
it
No,
again.
I know that.
I will
yeah.
never watch it again.
Fucking destroy, man. Like every kill scene in that movie is like fire. I love it. Like fucking just gonna throw this guy in a bathtub full of lye. I'm gonna
That
chop
one's
this guy's
amazing.
fucking
That's
dick
fucking
off.
sweet.
You know, like I'm gonna
The
get this
bathtub-
crows, like the crows that like peck the guys from Mean Girls' eyes out.
I
Like,
think the
so
bathtub was
good.
the best one because it was the
Yeah.
only... No, the bathtub and the shotgun in the guy's anus, because those were the two
Anus.
where they
That's
were
fucking
responsible for their
serious.
own deaths. Like the bathtub one is because he
Yeah.
couldn't hold his
Yeah.
muscles, right? Like the other guys were tied up and they were kind of like, it is what it is, but the other
Yeah.
guys were like, I can fight and I cannot die,
Yeah.
but they fucking died and
know-
it was the best.
I should buy that movie, actually. I don't have it, and I'm usually a very biased person when it comes to remakes. However, there are exceptions, and that is definitely one of them, and I will forever advocate that fucking
That's
movie.
another one.
was a very good
where
movie.
So
the first
good.
time I saw it, I was dating this guy for the first time. We had just started dating, and
Did
we
you break
went
up
to the
with him
movie store.
afterwards?
Fucking right, I did. We went to the movie store, and this chick's like, we're like, we need a good horror movie, and this chick's like, Spit on Your Grave. You guys see I Spit on Your Grave, the remake, and I was like, okay. So I'm sitting with this fellow who I haven't slept with yet, and we just kind of met and started dating, and we're sitting through a 10-minute rape scene,
Yeah,
if not 20
uncomfortable.
minute, because they went to the woods after and
Yeah.
they raped her again. And we're like holding hands, and I'm like, should we be holding hands through this?
Right,
Like, is
like-
this something that you caress your lover to? Like,
I like
so-
first date, man.
yeah. It was,
Oh my
and so
God.
that movie's like tainted for me, and then
Yeah.
we broke up because he sucked. But like, it was just so awkward.
So requirements
It is,
to
yeah.
date Megan. Don't like shitty movies. Or she'll dump your ass.
Yeah, yeah,
I'd say it's pretty fucking important.
yeah. But
This
he
guy's
was
been in a lot of
also
stuff. He's been in a lot of stuff.
He was also in Freddy vs.
Rodney.
Jason.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
He was
I don't
in-
remember who he was in Freddy vs. Jason, but he was there.
He was in a
was-
bunch of TV shows.
He was in
too.
Renegade with Lorenzo Lamas.
Yamas.
Touched by an
Yamas.
Angel.
Sorry.
We've been saying
Sorry,
his
Lorenzo.
name wrong this
Sorry,
whole
Lorenzo.
time. I know, we're so sorry, Lorenzo. I totally thought Lorenzo's last name was pronounced Lamas, but it's
Yamas.
Yamas. Because it's got the double L.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Lorenzo.
Let me fucking
Lorenzo
tell ya.
Yamas?
Is that the guy from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
No.
Who's that?
Oh,
That's
you're thinking of-
Alfonso Ribeiro. They call me Panic because I don't. Lorenzo Yamas is a gorgeous man who is Snake Eater and Renegade. We'll talk later.
He
I'd
was
want
also
to
in the
make her- I'll
Preppy
make
Murder
her
too,
watch
which
Snake Eater.
Tuesday Night was also in the Preppy Murders.
And the what?
There was a TV movie called The Preppy Murder. I think one of the Baldwins is in it, but this guy Rodney Eastman is also in it, and Tuesday Night is in it too.
Which Baldwin? This is important information.
Okay, I'll tell you, it is William Baldwin.
Who the fuck?
He's the one in John Carpenter's Vampires, I'm pretty sure,
Yeah,
right?
he's this guy. This Baldwin.
Yeah, he's in the
Yeah.
Vampires
Is
movie.
he the one? Is he Haley Baldwin's father?
No, that's Stephen Baldwin.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So I've
Shut your
recently heard
dirty
that
pretty
Stephen
sure.
Baldwin is a psycho.
Because Stephen Baldwin is like the religious one, and Haley
And
Baldwin.
she's crazy religious. Yeah.
Mhm.
Stop.
Yeah.
I love the nurse. How it's Freddy. When Robert Englund plays
Yeah,
the
I
nurse with the big
know!
bitch nails, I love it.
I know. He could be a good drag queen.
Oh my
I
God.
agree.
Yeah, he is incredible.
I don't
That's
have
so
anything
cute.
else about Rodney Eastman though. Do
I
you
just
guys?
have that he was. So basically, everyone in this movie was on an episode of X Files. Like everyone's in the
Yeah.
X Files.
I like David
Oh,
Duchovny.
I also love that he was in this Rodney fellow was in Murder She Wrote, but it was in a '90s episode, and I'm still in the late '80s, so
I
I'm not
hope it's the
there
one
yet.
where she
shit.
does virtual.
It's not, I looked into it.
fuck. The fucking what's that shit called?
Virtual reality,
Yeah.
VR, baby. But
Yeah.
then he's also in Baywatch, which we talk about a lot, so I just thought I'd bring that up.
Baywatch is often brought up. Baywatch, Walker, Texas Ranger, and X Files and Seinfeld are like the four.
Yeah.
It's like the
Because it's like everyone was in Baywatch, and the more that I watch Murder, She Wrote, the more I realize that also everyone was in Murder, She Wrote. Every
I
single
gotta watch
person.
that show.
Interesting.
I didn't know that it was on Prime. Megan told me that the other day,
Really?
and I was like,
Have you been
what?
going through them?
I'm
I'm
gonna
on
start
season
watching,
3.
and then
And
I
there's like
fucking
100
Googled it, and
episodes.
yeah, there's like a fucking 100 seasons of Murder, She Wrote.
Oh yeah, Angela
It's
Lansbury
insane.
is internal. She's still fucking alive, isn't she?
Holy shit, really?
I'm not sure. Oh, there's her
Is
boyfriend.
that the guy that you think is hot?
Oh, I die
Yeah.
for him.
Angela Lansbury just makes me think of that Everything is Terrible video.
I know, where
where
she's, like,
talking about
massaging
masturbating.
herself.
Okay, what?
Yeah. So apparently she was. Well, not apparently she was in like.
And she's still alive, by the way. She's 94.
Fuck yeah. She was in a video about being over the age of 60 and like being still in touch with your sexuality. It was like an instructional video.
It was like to encourage like senior citizens to be comfortable with your sexuality.
Yeah.
It's great, but Everything is Terrible fucked with it.
yeah, and
it's
they made
so
it like
funny.
demonic and shit.
They
Like,
don't
she's in a
show her
bathtub,
touching
like,
herself,
like
do they?
massaging, like talking about massaging her like lotion into her
And
skin.
then they add like a fucking
Into her leathery
satanic voice
skin.
like over her voice. It's so fucking
like,
funny. Y'all should Google that, man.
Oh my God.
Just like Google Angela Lansbury masturbation.
Her legacy, no!
She did it. Like they just fucked with it, and
Oh
made
my
it
God,
funny.
that's so funny.
I'm so over
Or-
learning about elderly women masturbating.
What? Who else?
I feel like Dr. fucking
Or Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth,
Yeah.
or Dr. Sue, or Dr. Someone always. She was old as fuck, and she always taught me how to masturbate.
Sue Johansson?
Sue Johansson.
I love
Oh,
that
Sue
woman.
Johansson.
She's amazing, and I love her.
Canadian, though.
But
Yeah.
I don't need any more of that.
Right,
I've had a
yeah.
lot of old women tell me how to touch myself, and I
Right.
think I've got it down at
Yeah.
this point in my life. I'm okay.
Maybe there's still some shit to learn because them bitches got wisdom.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
when you're 80 and you're still teaching people how to fucking touch yourself.
I mean,
like,
if you
hey,
can get off at 80,
80
then like
years of
they could
touching
probably
yourself.
fit their own saggy titties into their
Like,
pants.
just
it's like they fucking squeeze it like a fucking
Oh
what
my
are those, you know
God.
those long balloons?
Yeah, and then they put it in their because they're poonan saggy too, so they
Yeah,
can put up their
everything's-
poonan and they can.
they can
Like
pick
wrap it up and tie it up in a bow.
like that fucking picture from that Dr. Caligari fucking like
Yeah,
Lots of
titties.
boobies.
Yeah. We were just talking about pussy meat. This is our life. I'm so glad to be back together, guys.
Know, this is fucking incredible.
Yeah, this is riveting. Yeah,
This is riveting.
We're very lucky. We live in Canada. We're allowed to be inside together.
Yeah, now we are.
Yeah, and we live in a very small city called London, Ontario. We only have 15, 20 cases, so it's
active. We're pretty good.
Yeah, I find that a lot of people assume that we're American, so we just gotta put that out there, we're in Canada, we're safe.
Yeah, and
don't
our
worry.
city
This is
is.
We take that shit seriously.
We're in what phase? Is it phase 3?
Phase 3.
Yeah.
Of unlock.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now we can have gatherings up to 10 people. And
Now we're back together.
Yeah.
And it's great. Good times.
It's great.
It's great.
It's just great.
Lots to talk about.
Who was that guy?
What guy?
Nardwar.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nardwar,
he was
yeah.
Doodle loot doot.
Yeah, and then he's like, and then people.
And then people go,
I saw that Ed the Sock. Can
can I invest in that?
putting all my money in Ed the Stock.
Americans are gonna be like, what the fuck are they talking about? Ed the Sock was a character on Much Music.
And he was a sock
in Canada, and
that
he
smoked
just
cigars.
roasts the
And-
shit out of people. It's incredible. But he made a comeback recently.
Did he?
Yeah, he did, and he made fun of anti-maskers.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
It's
Ed
hilarious.
just comes out of hiding and fucks with people.
Yeah,
and
I
then-
love him. He's so full of hate. It's amazing.
You got some hate in your heart.
You let
Let
it
it
out.
out.
You let it out. Tron is living in the city. We were talking about this earlier. Wes Craven pitched a story for this part 4, but the producers turned it down. Technically, Wes Craven wrote part 3, I think, but he didn't write part 2. But
Interesting.
Wes's idea was for part 4 was about time travel within dreams, and the producers turned it down because they thought it would be too complicated for viewers.
Yeah.
But then they still kind of incorporated a time loop in part 4.
Yeah.
So they kind of they said no to his idea, but then they still kind of used it.
Yeah, which is I don't know, kind of weird, but
I mean, he gets paid regardless.
these are his
right?
characters.
Yeah,
These
yeah.
are his his people. It's based on his story. So
Yeah.
And it worked out for the best because look at this film we have.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
yeah.
And apparently Rick and Alice were twins in the script. So maybe that, the casting agent was fucking scrap that idea because we can't find two, twins that are, good enough actors to, be in this movie, maybe. I don't know.
And I'm okay with them doing that because I hate when they force, either they force two people who don't look alike or they force two twins who don't know how to act.
Yeah.
So that's,
Wasn't there a movie that Sherry Curry and her sister did?
Yeah, Sherry Curry and her sister have done a lot of stuff together. They did an album together, a couple albums.
But did they act in something? I want to say that they did something like acting together, and it didn't go well. Maybe I'm inventing this. I could have swore I have read this somewhere.
sister.
That show was amazing. That
It's not sticking out to me because I know her sister was an actor before Sherry started doing acting.
Yeah,
But they were both a fucking mess.
but it's
Sherry
true.
Curry
To
was
prove
fucked.
Megan's point about
Yeah, it's
hiring
very
twins.
rare that especially identical twins.
You might as well just hire Nick Cage to play his own twin, an adaptation, because he nailed
But,
that.
sometimes there's so
shit.
much cheese in that too. I find it is hard though. I'm trying to think of some twins that have been in movies together, and the only twins that I can think of are fucking.
The Olsen twins.
Oh well.
Yeah, but they're separate. Well,
Those two
sorry.
guys-
in Full House, they were
No,
only
but they've
playing
done
one
a
character.
ton of movies.
But
Yeah.
the movies
A
together,
ton
Those
yeah.
two guys
movies.
from Terminator 2. That one played. Remember when he
Oh yeah,
there's,
the security guard.
The security guard. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were twins, and that's how they did the
Yeah.
shot. Where
I love
what's
that
his name?
fucking scene. It's so precious.
assumed his identity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird-
Okay, this is one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
Oh,
when
yeah,
she's
that
on the
scene
beach.
rocks. And
This-
he's got
I love
his
this
That
so
part
much.
actually looks so
I
fake.
love when he does the sunglasses trick. It's fucking awesome. So this is Tuesday night, right?
Yes.
She sings the song for the movie. 'Cause I'm running, running from this night. She's the sister. She's supposed to be Patricia Arquette.
Yes, yeah. She reminds me a lot. I'm going to give a shout out to our local friend Lori.
Yeah.
Who very few people know who listen to
Laurie
us.
McCollman.
So
best
she looks
bass player in the world.
exactly like her.
She does.
I
There's
never
like-
noticed that.
They are twins.
Yeah,
That's
there's
crazy.
a huge resemblance for sure.
The slow-mo running, this is where like the dream sequences come into play for me, where it's reality. So she's running in the beach and sinks into the sand.
Dude,
So
quicksand.
they already did that with the stairs in the first one with
Yeah.
Heather Langenkamp,
Yeah,
like
she's,
running
like,
up the
trying to
stairs.
go up the stairs.
That
Yeah.
was important, but this is
Yeah.
important too. This quicksand thing is
when
like
he steps
typical.
on her
Yes.
and he like
Pushes her
fucking,
down.
Like, pushes her. Okay, when
That's a
I was
dream
like,
sequence.
is it just
So
me
scary.
or like? Do you guys like was like the 80s like for some reason like made kids be like terrified of quicksand?
Yeah, well,
is it just me or was quicksand like the fucking worst way to die when we were kids? Like I was so afraid of it, and it
The
was like
never
in
ending
every
story.
movie.
The never ending
Princess
story.
Bride.
That shit fucked up. Yeah, Princess. Like all these movies, it's like quicksand was a thing.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that it's like actually it's real. It just made it seem
It's
like
not
it was so,
like real like that though.
no, but I think you can
is,
like
though,
you
isn't
can
it?
fall into sand and just you're gone. The
I
end.
don't know if North America has a ton of quicksand.
No.
But I know
I just
it's
remember
like
being, like,
scary as
I need to
fuck.
know the like
Terrified.
validity of it, but like it was so prevalent in movies that it actually you made it think like they made kids think that like it was everywhere.
Dude, seriously, when I was a kid, like my worst fear was fucking besides sharks was quicksand.
I
Like,
have
because of movies.
a book, one of my favorite kids' books is called How to Stop Scary Dreams or something like that. And there's this one thing where it's literally a guide for children, like it's a children's illustrated book about how to get out of quicksand when you're dreaming that you're stuck in quicksand.
Oh.
Like that's how
That's
prevalent
cool.
it was that they wrote a book in
Yeah.
the 80s for children
Dude,
guiding them how to
yes,
get out of
was
it.
like
what?
a very popular fear for some reason, like growing up.
Yep, I remember.
And mine now, I dream a lot now about being in an airplane and a window popping off and being
Oh, sucked
Sucked
out.
out.
Really? Are you
Yeah,
serious?
That's a big one for me.
I've never had a dream
And that's
like
in
that
one of the
before.
Freddy movies.
That's
Which Freddy
scary.
movie is it when he's on the plane? Not two. 3?
Oh my god, I can't remember.
Where he's on the plane and then he falls down to and he thinks he's Freddy's son. That must be number 5.
Well, I was gonna
I'm
say
not
if
sure.
it's number 5,
Yeah.
then I haven't seen it in a really long time.
Because it's not the start of number 2.
You know what that makes me think of though? Gravity, that fucking Sandra Bullock,
That movie is so
George
fucked.
Clooney movie.
So
that
fucked.
yeah.
So
it
fucked.
broke my heart when she thought he came back.
I know.
We love you, George Clooney.
Fuck, man. I love
I
him.
just like, since we're on the topic of George Clooney, one of my favorite George Clooney movies is like 1000% Burn After Reading. Come on, Dildo Chair.
Never seen it.
You guys have never seen Burn After Reading?
I don't think so.
Well, I'm just gonna shut up now. Okay.
Linnea Quigley!
So the fucking
She's one of the
chest,
faces?
Yeah. But however, she's one of the faces in like. But okay, sorry, the chest thing.
She's a
I was
naked
gonna
body.
say
in
she's
it.
a naked body in it, but that's in part 5.
Yeah.
That's
Why
at the
was
end
this-
of part 5.
I swear for this
God damn
one-
it! Fucking Nightmares Before
She was-
on Elm Street. There's too many
Nightmares
things that go
Before Elm
on.
Street.
Yeah, like okay, she was the body of the chest
Yeah.
in either this one or part 5. I can't remember because it's
No, she's on this one. Here,
she
look.
is this one.
So, look,
Okay,
I
because
just
I feel
wanna
like
prove
we've
it.
talked about
Number
it before.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, and
She's
wait
there.
a minute. Okay, sorry. Now it's coming back to me.
There
We
she
talked
is,
about this
yeah.
for our Return of the Living Dead episode because the prosthetic dude, the special effects guy who did the chest,
She was dating him.
He proposed to her on set.
Yeah, and they were dating at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And but like, was it?
Yeah, it's
Was
her,
it in
yeah.
that particular scene? Because
No,
I
I
didn't-
think it's at the end.
It's
Okay,
at the
so yeah.
end.
It's at the end.
Because you can like see her fucking perfect
Yeah, because she's
body.
got like a fucking like her tits and everything.
Yeah,
It's her body,
yeah.
not just a face. And that was all just
Oh
like.
no, her hot. Oh wait, no, that's not her hot brother. That's who's burning on.
We are not
there?
doing well today.
We're not paying attention like we ever fucking do.
I know there's been lots of alcohol, and like let's be
Yeah.
honest, there's a lot of these movies. Like it's hard to sometimes get all the kills straight.
I mean, definitely. The Nightmare movies, I feel like no matter how many times I watch them, they just intertwine.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
and it's like that one where you can
Well, I think
remember
we
the
just like
kills.
proved that.
But
with
it's
our
different,
red-
and it's funny because I don't find that with the Friday the 13th movies. I don't find that. I know which one's which.
You, but that's because I'm a fucking giant like Jason.
But they're all so different. Like they really are.
Yeah, they are. They are.
And someone can argue that the Freddy movies are so different. I don't know. I feel like because all the kills happen in dream sequences mostly.
Yeah, and they're
so
very
it's easy to get
it confused and stuff.
The characters are all very similar. They're always like a meek girl who leads the pack.
See, me personally, this one sticks out for me personally the most because just watching it as a kid, the cockroach shit, man.
Well, the cockroach for sure, but lead ladies, they're always meek women who are made to come out of their shell later.
Yeah.
And even in the one with Roseanne and Tom Arnold, she's like his
with
daughter.
Rosie O'Donnell.
How awful am I?
Shut up. They both start with Rose.
Yeah.
Girl.
It's an easy mistake to make. Don't be so hard on yourself.
And they're both funny as shit, although Roseanne, you're out of my books, bitch.
Yeah,
however, I still will forever fucking love the first 4 seasons of Roseanne. I'll forever love that fucking show, man.
She was also the voice in a Disney movie called Home on the Range. She plays a cow, and I love her.
Oh. See that? I've never
Roseanne's
heard of.
voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
It is.
So this cow was very annoying.
She was obnoxious. No, she was. Literally, her character was she was a show cow, and she came onto a rural farm, and they're like, oh, a show cow. And she was like, hey! Fucking swinging her udders around and shit like that.
Get out of my
multiple udders. Get out of my way, show cow. Well, okay, back to Tuesday Night. So she replaced Patricia Arquette. She was the one that was burning on the bed.
I hate those clever names. Tuesday Night. Shut the fuck up. West, Northwest. Shut the fuck up.
Megan's getting angry.
I've had a lot of rosé.
Megan likes spicy chicken. So Patricia Arquette, we talked about it earlier. She didn't appear in the film. She didn't want to keep doing horror, even though she was a fan of horror. She wanted to focus more on drama, but also I think is because her agent was like, "You're too good for horror."
Yeah, well, like she might have ended up in the trap where she would have not really done much else if she had to continue to do them too. Like you never know what.
That's true.
Yeah, like sometimes it does happen.
That's true.
If I'm a fan, I'm gonna fucking do it. But apparently, Tuesday Night had a fling with Rennie, the director,
did.
And because of that, she had special treatment, and all the other cast were very like, that's not cool. But yeah, so she is a singer. She sang the song for the movie, and she also sang backup vocals on Quiet Riot, Metal Health.
Yeah.
I did not fucking know that.
I actually read that today, and I was like, that's fucking
That's
very
Feel the
cool.
Noise, right?
Yeah, that's fucking...
Wait, there was something else she did. Wait. She also did,
Put your granny glasses on there.
No.
Put your Angela Lansbury masturbating glasses on, man.
I gotta see my clitoris. Give me my glasses. Shriveled up into an raisin. Nope, that was it. That was literally it.
I mean,
she's been X-Files and a bunch of
X-Files, Law and Order, Matlock, General Hospital.
Matlock. She was in The Fan with Wesley Snipes.
We've talked about, because we were talking about that movie with John Travolta, which we haven't seen.
There's a bunch of movies called The Fan that are like the same idea.
And we haven't mentioned that the biggest coincidence that we're doing the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and John Saxon died last week.
Yeah.
Dude. And I feel like we should mention that.
Super sad.
I was very bummed out. There was like 3 deaths that day.
Yeah, he was an old man though.
Yeah,
was he not?
He was pretty old.
Yeah, there was
like he was in movies in like the 50s and 60s. Actually, have you ever looked up what John Saxon looked like in the 50s? He was a babe.
Of course he was.
Oh fuck,
you can tell.
Dude. Okay, John Saxon.
He was like a teen idol kind of star.
He played guitar
in
this like old black and white movie. And it was like maybe like an Elvis movie. Don't quote me, but like he played guitar in like this old black and white movie, and like he's so hot. Like I couldn't believe it. I just
like look at this. Like he's got like Zac Efron vibe. Like look at this shit.
Gorgeous.
Look at that.
Gorgeous.
And
he looks identical to Zac Efron.
And this is 1959. Like look at that shit.
That's from like the fucking video that I saved of him playing guitar in this movie. I saved it in my phone.
He's a fucking babe.
Like, Jesus Christ, he's such a babe. I just read Bruce Lee's book, and like Bruce Lee talks about him and when they did Enter the Dragon together, and Bruce Lee was like, John was the nicest nicest man I've ever worked with. Like he was so accommodating and gentle. And I was like, oh my god,
You
I
can
love
so
that.
tell.
I love that John Saxon fights Bolo Young in that movie too. Like I'm just,
yeah.
oh my god. But back to Tuesday Night, I think she has a couple albums, and on one of her albums, Morgan, did you know that she covers a Prince song?
No.
She covers
Yeah.
Why You Want to Hurt Me So
Oh
Bad.
dear.
No, but
Yeah.
there was more. She covered Prince.
I saw some stuff about the Police. Like she
covered the Police.
Yeah, she did like a few covers. And she also has currently she has her own jewelry company called Tuesday's Hip Vintage.
Oh, dear.
No. You need
But
to be more
people like
specific.
Britney Spears and like J-Lo and Madonna like buy her stuff and like rep it.
Really?
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's garbage
Isn't it
though.
foot
It's so ugly.
jewelry?
No, it's like
Foot
necklaces
jewelry?
and shit.
'Cause
dude.
what
It's like made
I-
out of seashells or some shit.
So she co-founded
That's
Toe
weird.
Brights. Okay, so who was
Toe Brights?
What's that?
so Lisa Wilcox
Yeah.
and Tuesday Night.
Yeah, they're in
It's
on
called
it.
Toe Brights.
Yeah.
is what it's called. And what I found out about it was foot jewelry.
Yeah. Okay. So
weird.
they have. Okay. So Lisa Wilcox, who plays Alice, and Tuesday Night, they have that like toe.
Toe
The
Brights.
toe jewelry,
Shut the fuck
footwear,
up.
fucking
Right?
company. They started it in 2000, but then Tuesday Night also has her
Oh,
other
she branched out. Okay.
jewelry line called Tuesday's Hip Vintage, and it's like I don't know necklaces and shit, but like footwear. What fucking year is it, man? Like who wears
Like
like
toe
toe
rings?
rings? Do you guys
Yeah.
remember when toe rings were? a thing
Yeah,
in the
Do you
like-
guys remember when you
People
had
like
the
see jewels?
anklet and
Yeah.
the anklet like attached to the
the
toe?
toe.
I forgot about that.
So
Well,
good.
because like they also had the ring
That
that,
was attached.
attached to
Or
the
the nose
bracelet.
ring
Yeah,
that was
that
attached
attached
to
to
your
your
Oh,
ear.
that is some fucking Faith No More, like Mike Patton.
That's
shit,
risky
like,
though. I don't like
I
the thought of that
know.
ripping something. You know? What
Yeah,
I mean?
no, that
Maybe
would be
that's
very
why people
dangerous.
don't wear them anymore.
Or I'm sure there was like nipple attachments to belly button to penis.
that
or
is a
vagina
thing,
piercings.
and
I know
bondage
they are.
porn,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
And they yank on them, and their nips are like
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they like that.
Jesus.
like ouch, ouchie.
You're like, yeah, they like that.
Angela Lansbury does not like that.
I bet you that bitch has her nipples pierced.
Yeah, you're right.
Could
That
you
fucking
imagine?
wild.
Like-
She's a wild woman, all
There's
right?
weights on them, weights down on nips.
I mean, we all know that she masturbates at like 93 years old, so good for her. You fucking pinch your nipples, Angela.
Fucking
Okay.
incredible.
Speaking of the movie itself, though, it's a real fucking bummer that it got such low accolades. Like it only got like fan reviews that were good.
What, this movie?
Yeah, the critics
Oh.
were not. It got 55%
Oh, here
on
comes your
Rotten
boyfriend.
Tomatoes. Oh, don't even start. But yeah, Rotten Tomatoes 55%.
Really?
Like critics wise, it was like, eh. Like some critics were
Well-
like, it's just another shitty horror movie, right?
Well, I feel like
Disagree.
That's what
Disagree.
they did for a lot of stuff in the 80s. It's like you got fucking Siskel and Ebert like making so much
and they
money.
liked what
and
they
they're
liked, and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that was like what flew for reviews.
Yeah.
You know, like
Right.
a lot of
Ooh,
a lot of
Juicy
movies
Fruit.
like this weren't.
Juicy fruit,
Oh.
days to move ya.
Juicy
Juicy
fruit,
fruit,
gonna move ya.
Her Alice, the diner that she works at is called Crave Inn.
Right.
Get it?
Yeah, it's good.
I get
Actually,
it.
it's pretty good. I like that.
I get it.
Also, Robert Shea apparently has a cameo in this movie, and I think we missed it. But he
I don't know what he
plays,
looks like.
Yeah, he plays Alice's teacher.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh,
guys' locker room.
room. Look at those high tops.
Oh my god, those Reeboks. Look
He's
at
swinging
that
his
butt.
feet. It's so cute.
Oh, look at that back. That's a sexy back.
Man, how come boys in high school in movies are so much older than boys in high school in real life?
I know, right?
Right?
I mean, I like it. Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's a good thing.
God damn.
The witch finger girl's creeping.
It's true. See, and then I also loved how, her boyfriend who's the jock, I mean, it's not her boyfriend in this film, it is in the next, but her boyfriend who's the jock, who's super hot, and the brother who's the taekwondo or karate,
Yeah.
who's kind of a nerd. I love how there's always this relationship between the popular guy and the nerdy
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
and there's that bond that is one of my, in books, in TV shows, in movies, it's one of my favorite relationships for some reason. I love the cool guy and the nerd being
Maybe it's
being
to like
best friends.
incite empathy in people to not judge like nerds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like at the
that,
end of
and, like, be
Breakfast Club
friends.
when like Molly Ringwald and everyone else, like
John
I
Hughes
I
was
love
onto
that.
something.
I love that.
There
Oh,
he
there
is!
he
There's
is!
Robert Shea!
Shea!
Yeah, I knew what he looks like because he's in New Nightmare.
He's in
isn't
New
he?
Nightmare. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my
Oh,
god.
and he's talking about Aristotle.
And the fucking overhead projectors.
Oh my god, remember those?
Yeah. Having to like present your project and like you use like the transparent
Yeah, like the
fucking
trans- yeah,
paper
with
the
and like
markers.
have
Yeah,
to like
the markers.
mark it on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awful.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, he is adorable.
What
Um,
else do I know about this movie?
I know some things, some stuff.
That Rennie Harlan guy has some interesting stuff.
Yeah, he's
got a
from
lot of-
Finland.
He is. His real name is Lori Moritz Harjola.
Oh my, is that like a fucking what's the O with the two dots?
No, the umlaut?
umlaut.
Umlaut.
Yeah, does
No.
it have an umlaut?
No,
shit
it does
in there?
not. It's Harjola, so I'm assuming it's Harjola.
I was expecting an umlaut. Ooh.
Areola is his last
Yeah.
name? Hariola.
Hariola. Harjola.
Hariola.
It's Henry Rollins.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it was him.
Rennie Harlan is actually Henry Rollins.
Yeah.
BTW.
Oh, I love this part when he's seeing himself sitting on the can.
her brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so hot. He's so pretty. I like
You
him.
love the nerds and it's cute.
I like him.
Lori, stop.
That's crazy. I can't believe
Yeah,
you
she
never
does.
noticed that.
Whoa! Is that doo-doo?
Is that doo-doo?
Doo-doo butter.
Well, I mean, they are in the bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
could
that's
be
true.
poo.
That looks like a fucking
Like,
bathroom in a New York bar. That's for
yeah,
sure.
she's like covered in
Oh,
shit.
now he's in an elevator. Okay,
And
I
that,
actually
and that
don't
again
remember this
is
at
the
all.
reason, another reason why I love this one so much, because that happens in every human's dreams. For some inexplicable reason, you're in one place, and the next moment you're
Yeah.
in another.
Yeah, and
it
It's
doesn't
impossible
matter.
for him
Yeah.
to have been in a bathroom and then immediately into an elevator. But in your
Yeah.
dreams, that shit fucking happens,
happens,
all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
time.
Yeah,
It's
like
so cohesive what they've done to make it a dream world.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
perfect in
I
this
know.
movie.
I fucking love it.
And now he's in his dream world. It's just like every other movie is so cut funny. I feel like as far as dreams go, it's very cut. This one like flows cohesively into like a dream world, and I love it.
Yeah, jumping from
Look at
one
his
like
gelled
location
hair.
to the
Oh
next.
my god, I love it so much. You
It's
know what?
so
He
long.
reminds me of when Adam Scott was in Boy Meets World, like when he was like the bully with like the gelled hair and the leather jacket.
Adam Scott.
Yeah,
Yes.
he totally is like Adam Scott, Boy Meets World vibes.
What is that song that he sings in Step Brothers? What is that song that they
I
sing
can
in the
sing
car?
hi.
I-
It's fucking Guns N' Roses. I can sing
I love that part.
Dude, that fucking movie is gold. It's still funny. It's still till this day like laugh out loud funny.
Boats and hoes. Okay.
Special sauce for me.
Hilarious.
Rennie Harlan was married to Gina Davis.
He was.
For 5 years. And is the fucking reason why that pirate movie exists.
Yeah.
It was a big budget movie.
Cutthroat Island, that's what it's called.
It's such a
Yeah.
big
yeah,
budget
and it was
movie.
like the fucking biggest flop in like
It,
history.
it holds a
shouldn't have been.
Guinness World Record for the biggest.
I know we've talked
box
about
office
this.
flop.
Oh, we
yeah,
have
like
talked
Guinness.
about this.
I know
I
we
didn't
have.
know that though.
Yeah.
Because Dave and I watched it and we fucking loved it
I saw it in
so much.
theaters.
We loved it so much. And it was just such a colossal failure. And I feel like the reality is, and I love her, so this isn't my personal opinion, but the way the world works, Gina Davis wasn't, speaking of cutthroat enough to be a Hollywood leading lady superstar.
Okay.
She, in my opinion, I think she has the talent. I think she has the look. I think everything else about her. I love her. But you compare her to Meryl Streep. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she's like a badass motherfucker. I just don't see how Gina Davis could have ever, I don't know.
She doesn't
She
seem
didn't
like
play
an
her
action
cards.
star.
No.
Like, and
She-
Cutthroat Island was like, that's what it was. It was like fucking like pirates and shit, right?
But
Like,
she
swashbuckling.
played like the Keira Knightley role where she was just whisked away, right?
Oh,
like she
see,
was
I thought she
saved
was,
and
like,
she was.
See, when
Or-
I think of Gina Davis's badassness, I think of
League of Her Own?
that fucking movie with Samuel Jackson where she's a sniper, like she's like an assassin. That fucking movie.
Oh, what movie is that?
That it was actually filmed in Canada, Niagara Falls. That movie I remember seeing in theaters and being like, this movie rules. But however,
I don't know why she's not bigger.
Long Kiss Goodnight. That movie was badass.
The name is so
she's
familiar,
like got
but I don't know
like
if I've
bleach
seen
blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, you know, Point of No Return with Bridget
Fonda.
Bridget Fonda.
Yeah.
Like I just like love women as being like portrayed as like badass like assassins. And Gina Davis, though, I'll have to say, we did talk about this in the Fly episode. She is a badass in real life, and I respect her a lot because she is the reason why there is an equal amount of female and male voiced characters in cartoons. That is one fact that I will never forget from our previous episodes of like doing like trivia and stuff like that. And I remember reading that before we did our Fly episode, and she noticed like in the 90s that there was like a very high number of male characters in cartoons, and she fucking like started this whole like campaign and like advocated like more female cartoon characters like in kids shows, and like because of that the balance is equal now.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
she is a boss.
She is a boss, and that's my point. Is it's a shame that she's not a bigger name in Hollywood now. Like she's not a Meryl Streep, she's not a Sandra Bullock. Like
No,
she's
that's
not,
true. Yeah.
and she fucking should be.
Have you seen the most recent season of Glow?
Was she in it?
Yeah,
Good
she
for
is,
her.
and she fucking shows her titties.
Oh,
she really?
Well,
bazongas.
she's looking pretty good, man.
Good for her.
She's like honestly, like, but she's got like, I want to assume F maybe bra size. Like she's got huge
What?
tits, and like she wears because the show Glow, if you haven't seen it, it's actually awesome about like the gorgeous ladies of wrestling,
Right.
And she's the manager in the most recent season because like the whole show like moves to Vegas, and she opens one of the shows or something, and she's wearing like the nipple tassels,
Like
and
the
she comes
pasties,
out
yeah.
wearing like legit just the pasties
Awesome.
and a tiny thong, and she does this like act, and it's like Gina Davis is like pretty much full on fucking naked.
Awesome.
And I
Good
will,
for her.
dude. She's looking good.
I feel like I want to like I need to watch that. I've never watched the show. I
Oh,
watched
it's so
I watched the
good.
documentary
See,
about
I
it.
haven't seen the documentary,
and it was really good. Yeah,
I'd like to watch the documentary because I do enjoy wrestling in general.
Yeah.
but the show is actually pretty good.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
And you see Alison Brie's titties too.
Yeah,
Yeah, she takes her shirt off and is like fucking like whipping them around. It's
Holy
amazing.
shit.
That is amazing.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I do want to mention that because you mentioned The Long Kiss Goodnight, that Rennie Harlan directed The Long Kiss Goodnight. Did you know that?
There it is.
That's hilarious.
Boom!
So he like did one good movie with her and then one awful
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. He's done a lot of stuff. He did also Die Hard 2. He directed Cliffhanger. He directed The Long Kiss
Cliffhanger
Goodnight.
fucking rules.
Cliffhanger is so awesome.
Dude, Cliffhanger?
I watched
I
it
have a
kinda
Cliffhanger
recently.
poster.
Yeah, it's good.
Your boyfriend is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Rooker is the
He's in it.
I think about
it
he's in
so
Cliffhanger.
much.
He was like one of the best, most genuinely fun celebrities
That
I've
was one
ever
of the,
met.
I think, one of the coolest experiences ever. And I know most of the experience was Megan's experience, and, like, I love that about that whole situation, but just to see, like, you guys, like, bonded, and he was, like,
I hate that we can't go to conventions.
fucking about it.
I
And,
know.
like, he was
I
like,
thought you were
oh.
gonna say I hate that we just can't go visit him. Or, like, hang out
That's
with
true
him.
too.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true. And one day
He
my
is
dream
so
is that he
much
listens
fun.
to us and remembers us when we met him. But
Dude,
it's,
remember how much he was like into like what
course
we
I
were
do.
doing? Like because everybody was there for like to meet him because he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. But
Yeah.
we were like, yo,
was
Henry
like, blah.
Portrait of a Serial Killer. And he was like, that was my first movie. And like he was like surprised that we knew that about
Yeah.
him. And he was so genuinely excited to like hang out with us. And he was like, he asked us for our business card. It's like
Yeah.
usually the opposite. Like, you know, we'll be like, yeah, check out our
Yeah.
podcast, but he was like, I'm gonna fucking check you guys out. Give me your fucking business card. You guys are awesome. And like, we were like,
It
yeah,
was, it was super cool. And then we, like, lost Megan, and then we found her, and she was just hanging with Michael.
I know.
It
I'm
was
such a creep.
awesome. That and Jonathan Frakes, I think, were two of the best
Yeah,
experiences that
yeah.
I've had.
He was super chill too.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was,
like a
like,
fucking
This,
wild.
it just makes me miss
soul.
conventions.
I know.
like,
I
know.
so bad. We didn't get to have
Soon.
Shock Stock, and I know a lot of people listening had planned on coming to see us at Shock Stock. and we miss you. Even though we've never met you, or maybe we have just 1 or 2 times, but we miss you, and we hate that it didn't happen.
I know.
It's okay.
Such a bummer.
It is a bummer, but
We'll be
okay.
back. We'll be there
back.
next year.
They did
It's
schedule
gonna be there next year.
It is rescheduled for May
Yes,
2021.
That's right.
Awesome.
It had been moved to August, and then even that was kiboshed. It just didn't make any sense because the numbers in the States are so high, so we couldn't get any of the celebrities.
Yeah.
Because I know that
And
a
the
bunch of
borders are
people
still
had
closed.
messaged and
Yeah.
been like, August, it's on. And like, the reality is it's just
It's just not gonna happen.
Tank-
We'll
gonna
be
happen,
back
but
doing
May.
live shows, hopefully. Next year, definitely. We are very excited. We just love the experience of like doing our show in front of a live audience and like meeting people at cons, and we'll be back eventually post-pandemic when everything is relatively normal.
Yeah.
Yes. We're working on new t-shirt designs.
Yep.
We're working on some Patreon stuff. We're
Yeah.
working, like, there's so many things in the works that, like, COVID kind of, like, put the brakes on.
I know.
Yeah.
But
Which
we're
is
here
really
for it.
hard,
When
yeah.
all this is done, like, we're so here for it.
But at least we can do this again.
Yeah, that's
we
true.
can provide you with some juicy entertainment and talking about pussy meats and
Yeah,
Juicy.
juicy burps.
You know, we're here for you. We're here. But back to Rennie Harlin quickly. He refused to take no for an answer, is how he got the job directing Nightmare on Elm Street Part 4. He wanted it so badly, he kept showing up to the New Line offices asking to speak to Robert Shea on a daily basis. He annoyed them
He
into
wanted that
getting
shit
this
so
job.
badly.
Yeah, this movie, I know, Morgan, you probably have this in your notes. The director slot almost went to Dick Moss.
Did it? Okay,
Yeah,
'cause I
but
don't
he
know-
couldn't do it because he was filming Amsterdam.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
I love Dick Moss. Like, this guy, he's crazy. I don't have a ton of his movies, and I haven't seen a ton of his
I
movies.
still
but
haven't seen Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is great. The Lift is fucking great.
The Lift is awesome.
He's a bonkers fucking
Dude,
guy
The
from
Lift
Holland.
is a movie about a fucking killer elevator.
It's so awesome.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Why do you think that they wanted him to do this movie?
What
What is it about his movies that they
well,
thought
'cause
he'd
The
be
Lift
right
is
for?
rad.
Well,
Just
I
'cause
think
of that movie, you
honestly, no.
Maybe.
I think he has like a European sensibility about the way that he shoots his movies. That is like
European
a little
in
bit
what
more,
sense, though? Like Italian horror, French horror?
No, it's a little bit more.
Dutch?
It's he's from Holland, but it's
Oh,
just a
okay.
bit more arty, I guess.
Oh, okay,
Like there
okay.
was a bit of gore in The Lift and whatnot, and Amsterdam also was a little bit gory. Like there was some shit where I was like, what the fuck?
But it's like an action movie, though, right?
No, not really. It's a murder movie. There's like a scene where there's like a prostitute that's like hanging from like one of the like a bridge like in one of the Amsterdam like rivers. And,
Really?
like she's like all bloody and like she hits one of the boats, and the boats that they have that are the lunch
Boats
boats.
and hoes.
They have like boats that you get on for dinner cruises and
Okay.
lunch cruises and stuff. And there was one time I was on mushrooms and we were like, let's go on a fucking cruise, and then it was like bad idea. Anyways. But this part in the fucking movie is that she's bloody and she hits the front of the boat and just like slides all down, and all these dressed up
that.
people are like.
But let me
Holy
ask you this:
shit.
what color's the blood? That's how I know what kind of European movie
It looks. It's not like the
Like
Italian.
Italian
It's not like
bright
Italian
red.
like fucking
Okay.
paint.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also read that Tibor Takacs
Yeah. Fucking the
was
gate.
also asked to direct.
Yeah,
this movie.
he was also offered, but he turned it down because shooting was about to start in 2 weeks. So it was like, fine, fucking Rennie Harlin, we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
is. Good choice.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Red Harlan's done. He's done lots of shit. Like
I
it
think
He
seems
was
like,
supposed to direct Alien 3.
Yeah.
But that is like a whole drama fucking
Alien
apparently.
3.
Okay.
that movie was ended up kind of being a mess.
I was
Though.
gonna say
However-
Alien 3 was like, wow.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Let's get into it. Alien
Let's
3,
do it.
I feel like yes, when you compare it to 1 and 2, it's a turd, but as a standalone movie, it's not awful. But there's like a documentary apparently that is about why it's so bad.
I like those. I like an explanation to a movie because it makes you appreciate
Yeah.
it even
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
because
bad.
like you know that like it wasn't just these people thought
It's not
that
the
this was
acting,
a
it's not the
great
story.
idea.
Well,
It was
apparently-
like it's always going to be something about like the producers or the budget or the time
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
fact that like you know, in some cases, like, an entire set fucking burns down.
Right.
Well, this
You
is
have
what
to
happened.
Yeah.
So, like, Rennie Harlin was supposed to direct Alien 3, but he was forced to leave due to creative differences with the producers. And then David Fincher got the job. And David Fincher is a great director. So, like, if you kind of look at it in the way of, like, a David Fincher movie, you're like, okay, it's not terrible. It's got Charles Dance. I love Charles Dance. And, but... I want to know about those creative differences.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be some fucking drama going on there. But Rennie Harlin was also offered to direct Speed and GoldenEye, but he turned them down.
Speed.
I know.
Speed was like the
And GoldenEye,
biggest
GoldenEye was
boat-
huge too.
GoldenEye was
Huge,
giant.
huge,
Yeah.
huge,
You know
huge.
what, though? But it
and
makes
then he
you
did
wonder.
Deep Blue
Yes.
Sea and fucking,
Would they have been so big?
right? That's true.
It's like, and I hate to say it because I fucking hate when people say this. Everything happens for a reason. Oh, okay, my dog died for a reason. Like, I hate when people say that. I think
Yeah.
it's a bullshit excuse. But I gotta say it. Everything in the film industry happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And those movies might not have been.
yeah, the way that they were.
Just like
Yeah.
this one. I mean, we are amiss if we don't mention the fact that there was a Writers Guild strike on when
Yeah.
this film was being made, and so a lot of the dialogue is actually written by the actors who are not used to writing screenplays.
Right, of course.
So, and this movie ended up being the highest grossing, so you put the script in the hands of the actors, and sometimes you get really great outcomes.
Yeah.
You know, like, you never know.
It's like a perfect storm.
Exactly. Like, shit went all wrong. They didn't want this director. There was a strike going
Yeah.
on. This,
The girl
that, and
that
the
they
other.
wanted, like, to reprise
Arquette
the role,
wasn't
she
in
wasn't
it.
there. Yeah, exactly.
And it turned out to be great, so.
Rennie Harlin also directed Deep Blue Sea. That's a fun
that
movie.
movie.
Speaking of LL Cool J,
Oh right.
I'm gonna knock you out.
Okay,
his bird.
I think I've only seen Deep Blue Sea like once, but I know
What?
I know Thomas Jane is in it.
I was gonna say
Hello.
Thomas Jane. Hello.
Hello.
It's like one of the reasons why I was gonna start The Expanse. I heard that Thomas Jane was in it, and I was like, okay,
Oh,
well,
no,
I guess I'm
yeah.
gonna watch The Expanse.
Samuel
Yeah.
L. Jackson.
Yeah, I knew Samuel L. Jackson and LL
that
Cool J.
sexy
Dude.
chick with the British. I don't know if she's British or not, but I feel like she is.
I have to look it up.
And she has curly hair. She reminds me of the chick from that movie. How do you like them apples? But it's not her.
Also, the part in Deep Blue Sea
it-
when LL Cool J is in that like tunnel. And the water is like waist high, and the fucking shark is, oh my god, Jesus fucking
There's
Christ.
like some weird cast in this. Michael Rappaport is in this. Like this guy, like from Chappelle Show, is in this fucking.
That man-
Yes, he is, and he's friends with LL Cool J. They're best friends.
That man is hilarious
Like,
on
it's
so
Instagram.
cute.
That is like a weird. That's really.
You
a
should
weird,
really watch his Instagram
thing there.
videos.
He's
It's
great, especially now with
incredible.
all these people getting called out for rape and shit. He's doing some funny shit with that.
Really?
And he is like a huge Trump hater.
I was
It's
gonna say, that's what I
amazing.
mean, yeah, like,
he
he's-
Is
will
this the
drive
British
around
lady you're
and
thinking
yell at
of?
people.
Saffron Burrows is her name. Is it this lady?
Yes, but
Okay.
in the movie she has curly hair like
Okay.
not Mia Farrow, the chick from How Do You Like Them Apples? Matt Damon.
Good
Goodwill Hunting.
Goodwill.
Oh, okay.
That chick.
Yeah.
She reminds me of her.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Not Mia Farrow. Mia.
Actually, I've never seen Goodwill Hunting.
Neither have I, but I know
But
it.
now I need
yes.
to look it
Yeah.
up.
But speaking of Rennie Harlin, I just got to say one last movie. I got to mention this movie. Guess what he directed? I know you're gonna know this.
What?
The Boycraft.
Oh yeah, no, he did.
He
That's so bad.
directed a movie I like to call The Boycraft, but the real title is Covenant.
Yes.
It's basically like a few years after The Craft came out, they made a boy version
Oh, you
where
can't
it's
have a
like
movie about
4
girls, heaven
boys.
forbid.
It's like 4 boys that are witches, and I've never seen it. And one day we should watch it.
The like stills from it are so like it looks so
The
bad.
Boycraft.
There's something about a man wielding witchy powers to me that is, it just doesn't have the same, I hate to use this word again, but it doesn't have the same power.
Unless
Like-
it's Julian Sands.
Like a coven of women coming together and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
and like taking on the world and shit.
Yeah.
But like a bunch of dudes
Okay,
doing
also,
it.
we're at the Roach Motel part, and this fucking shit is disgusting. Screaming Mad George, I love and hate you.
So
Yeah, he
Like,
nailed it.
so
and like,
goopy,
and the
so
meatball,
much slime.
we just watched the meatball scene. That scene made me not eat pizza for a very long time. Like, that shit is fucking
When
disturbing.
their faces are all like, and he like plucks it out and eats.
And it's funny because, oh no. Because the next one is the one that gets me with the food. Where the next movie where he's scooping the baby guts out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And he's feeding her the baby guts. That one got me when I was a kid.
Whoa.
The pizza got me when I was younger. Like, I was like, that is the most vile thing I've ever seen in a movie.
It's pretty disturbing.
It's when he eats the meatball. It's fucking disgusting, man. Like, it's like slimy, like snot.
Yeah.
And it's a face. And it's like, don't eat me. And he's like, like fucking popping the eyeballs into the meatball. Like, that's disgusting, man. Like, it's just like, it's, yeah, like it, this movie, like, one of the reasons why I love it so much and why it's my favorite is because it really grosses you out. Like, the fact that it has that effect, like an emotional reaction in you that affects your behavior. Like, I legit didn't eat pizza for like weeks because
when you see
know
shit
what I
like
mean?
that,
Mini Driver.
Like that,
Yeah.
Mini
Mini
Driver.
Driver.
That's
Not Mia
it.
Farrow.
Yeah.
It's an M. It's Mini
Yeah, yeah.
Driver who I'm thinking
That's
of.
like the fucking Wrath of Khan worms. Like, for the longest time, I didn't eat like noodles
In the ear.
Yeah, like for the
Yeah.
like that shit fucked with my head, and like it's same with the.
To me, it was like, do you remember in
Pizza.
Hook when they put them in Hook with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman when they put them in the chest, like this big chest, and they put bugs in with them, and then they close it. When Dustin Hoffman is playing Captain Hook, he's like, and then he thinks one of his pirate mates is against him.
Yeah.
They put him as a punishment. They put him in this huge chest,
With,
and then
like, a
they
bunch of
dump
bugs. I don't remember that,
scorpions
but
and
that
bugs
sounds
in, and then they
awful.
close it, and they're like, "Okay, bye."
I forgot about that scene. Oh my god!
Imagine.
Dude, I saw that movie
That's
in
fucked.
theaters on New Year's Eve. I remember. I was like
Aw.
8. Yeah, I
miss
loved
Robin Williams.
I loved
He was
that.
great.
Do you guys ever
movie.
feel like you connect?
And that's the kid from Can't Hardly Wait. The kid, the nerd that sings like Guns N' Roses. We were talking about this earlier.
What the fuck?
the boy,
The
Jack.
boy, the little boy,
Jack.
is the fucking
Run
nerd.
home, Jack. Run
is the
home,
nerd
Jack.
from Can't Hardly Wait.
Okay, can this movie just stop being so fucking prevalent right now?
It's been mentioned like 10 times.
Let's
already,
watch
kid.
Can't
That's
Hardly
fucking-
Wait after this.
That's
I
fucking
love that
crazy.
fucking
Yeah,
movie so
it's
much.
got that funny guy, Seth Green.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
What?
What?
Oh my god.
It encompasses everything.
I think that must have been like when you
What year
may
was
have
it?
left high school to
Yeah.
tour.
For those of you who don't know, Morgan doesn't like comedies.
No, she does. No, she does. But however, I think
She
that
doesn't.
that movie was huge when maybe you're.
What year was it though?
Oh, I don't know.
Because that would determine like where my
It's
brain
like
was
a
at.
nostalgia thing. She'll probably hate it.
It was
now,
on
to
the,
be
for me. It
honest.
was on the cusp of elementary and high school. I
Yeah.
do believe. For me, and I was born in '86. I do believe.
Okay, well,
It says 98.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I was
see.
in grade 7.
so that's when the band started like taking off. So maybe you
Well,
missed it. You
I
may
see
have missed it.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, isn't it? So automatically, I probably just wouldn't watch it.
Oh, dude, it's so funny.
Because like that type of movie was never really my.
It's just like a fucking high school party kind of
Thing.
movie, like super bad, you know? Like,
Ethan Embry, like he looks terrible now, but he looked cute back
Who's
then.
Ethan
What? What are you
Embry.
talking about? No way. Devil's Candy?
Oh,
He's like
he looks
ripped,
he looks
man.
good in that.
Let me
but
see, let me see, let
I'm
me
just
see.
looking
So
at this photo
hot.
right now. He
Let
looks
me
like a
see,
mummy.
Let me see.
His like IMDb photo. He looks
Yeah.
like a corpse.
No,
Oh, that's the guy from
sorry.
that show.
He's also
Life
in
in
Empire
Pieces.
Records.
Empire
He's
Records.
in Life in Pieces as well.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Which has Tom Hanks' son, Colin Hanks, in it, and it's hilarious.
He looks exactly like his dad.
Dave and I just watched Orange County, which is the goddamn
I remember that
funniest
fucking
movie.
movie.
So we rented it. You know what else we rented at the same time? Multiplicity with Michael Keaton.
Is that-
where he gets cloned?
I never
Yeah.
saw that one.
I
Shut
think
the
I've seen
fuck
Yeah, I
up.
never saw
so
it.
his clones keep cloning themselves. So when you clone a clone, they get stupider. So
Yeah.
his clones
Oh.
keep cloning themselves. So they get stupider and
Oh.
stupider, and then they start sleeping with his wife.
What?
When they're stupid, and they're like,
Andy McDowell.
she touched my pee-pee. Yes.
Okay, I remember the movie and I remember the cover, but I never saw
So
it.
she ends up sleeping with like this like mentally disabled version of
Oh
her
my
husband.
god, that's
And it's Michael Keaton?
that's
And
really
fucking Batman?
disturbing.
Okay, I
That's
should
so
watch
super
it.
disturbing.
It is.
I
but
should
she-
watch it.
She doesn't understand that he's like a mentally challenged version of her husband, and so she's sleeping with him, and he's like, "Oh, that's my pee-pee. You can't touch that."
Oh
And
my
so
god.
Oh my god, I
That
love
is
Michael
adorable.
Keaton so much. Like
he's
I just,
fucking hot,
dude, I love him so much. He that Birdman movie was
That movie was-
mind
that was
blowing. It
fucked.
was one shot. That entire movie is like one shot. It's crazy.
you imagine?
And
Can you imagine
he
the
goes-
pressure being the actor in a one shot movie.
It
Good
would be
for him,
like,
man.
you know what though? I think rehearsing it would be like doing like a play, and it's like so you have got 2
Yeah.
hours.
You have one chance to get it right.
One chance.
Like, I'm sure that there's cuts that
The
they...
cameraman must have been like,
Yeah.
right?
And
Let's
they go
go.
to
Yeah.
one of my favorite bars in New York is that jazz club bar
Yeah.
that we went to. And there's a scene in that movie where they're in that bar, and I was like, oh my god, I love that fucking bar so much. But Michael Keaton, he did this speech for a university graduation a few years ago, and he, like, the last sentence that he said to all these like graduates was like, I'm gonna leave you with these 2 words, and those 2 words are, I'm Batman. And like the whole crowd's like,
Are you fucking serious?
Yes. He's on Instagram,
He
man.
is,
He's
he
adorable.
is Batman.
He is fucking Batman. That's
Bale,
right.
he was alright, but he can fuck off because Michael Keaton was Batman.
I hate
Val
that
Kilmer,
Christian.
George Clooney, all
no.
those Batmans can go to hell. Even
No.
Robin Pattinson, Michael Keaton's Batman.
He
was like soft dad bod, but he kicked everybody's ass.
Right.
I love
he's
it.
dark, and he's fucking dark. And what I love the most about Michael Keaton is that he can portray that darkness, but he can also be funny.
He does comedy
as
too.
fuck. What was that
Yeah.
movie that he did? Sorry, where he was with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell, the other guys.
Oh, the other guys.
He's hilarious
the
in
chief
that
of
fucking
police.
movie.
Hilarious.
And he's like scrubs TLC.
Yes,
He's like,
yes.
I don't know what you're talking about. And he keeps referring to like
Really?
to Scrub.
I
Like, no,
know, I have
Scrubs
never
TLC.
seen it, yeah.
What? You've never seen the other guys?
Oh, that movie's hilarious. But I feel like, and here, this is a real moment right now. Here's why I feel like
Real
Michael
moments.
Keaton's Batman trumps, as much as I hate using that word, any other Batman.
Yeah.
Because Batman encompasses social justice, correct?
Yes.
You give me the Christian Bale Batman, that man to me, when I look at him, that character, he doesn't give a fuck about you, me, or the other guy. So why is he spending all this money and risking his life to save society? He doesn't seem like he has enough empathy as Bruce Wayne to care about society. Christian Bale's portrayal of Batman.
Yeah.
But Michael Keaton's portrayal of Batman, he was funny and he was soft and he loved Vicky Vale and he thought she was cute and he was like nervous around her. Like he encompassed a real human being who thought society deserved to be saved.
And
Yeah,
the
for sure.
That to me is an
Christian
important
Bale had
part
like
of
his
Batman.
I was
Batman had
gonna
like
say-
a wall around him.
He
was
did.
very-
Why would you
Yeah.
want to save society if you're such a fucking asshole?
And that is one reason why Batman Forever is a piece of shit movie, because Val Kilmer like tried to accomplish those like attributes and he failed miserably. But guys, can we please do a Batman episode? Because I will jizz all over it.
I
Like,
think we need to
seriously.
do the Tim
Let's
Burton
do-
Batman. I
for
honestly
real,
think we
like
do.
I would love to do a
yeah.
Batman episode.
Jack Nicholson, like I think
Oh
if
my
we
God,
Jack
the
Nicholson is
best.
like
He's the Joker.
the scariest
I know,
motherfucker.
the best. We
That
digress.
that was an incredible.
We do
fucking-
digress.
So let's just get into it. Let's fucking talk about Robert Englund.
Okay, we
It's
have
time. It's time.
to.
So-
As fucking, he's getting his fucking stomach karate fucking kicked.
I feel like the most important thing to know about Robert Englund as Freddy is that he is theatrically trained.
Yeah.
And every time we comment on actors who are theatrically trained, they're always the fucking creme de la creme. Always.
I agree.
They're always top fucking notch actors because theater acting is like so fucking hard.
It's a different world, and like he
Holy
probably
fuck.
got hired because of like in theater acting it's a lot more
Eccentric and-
grandoise like type
Yeah.
movements, you know what I mean? And like even watching him just like in this scene right here, like the
He
end
moves his
scene when he's fighting,
arms
yeah,
and
his
stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
and like it's very all very dramatic.
And you know which
purposeful.
actor, in my opinion, portrays that the most is Jeffrey Combs.
Was he theatrically trained?
Yes.
Oh,
and
I didn't know that.
Him and it's like you can tell, man, when you fucking watch Jeffrey Combs act, you can tell that motherfucker spent hours on stage in theater. Like you can just like you're right, exactly. Like you can just tell when somebody is theatrical trained. And my
Like Juilliard
favorite,
kind of shit,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
See, my favorite thing about Robert Englund, my favorite fucking thing about him is the fact that he got Mark Hamill the part of Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, he did.
He is responsible for fucking Mark Hamill getting.
They were
role
like
of
buddies,
Luke
and like he was
Skywalker.
like
they lived together,
crashing on his couch and shit,
Yeah,
and
so
told
Mark
him
Hamill
to go and do it.
Yeah, Mark Hamill was crashing on Robert Englund's couch at the time. He had just moved to LA, and Robert Englund was offered an audition for Star Wars, like to be Luke Skywalker, and he was like, I don't think I'm a fit, but this guy that's like sleeping on my couch right now, you should test him out.
I wonder how much Mark Hamill, because I love Mark Hamill, I would never ever say anything like, oh, he doesn't even acknowledge. I am not very well versed in the comic book universe, or like, I'm doing quotation marks here, like the nerd universe. Yeah. Like, I know Star Wars, but I don't know a lot about it. Yeah. And so I don't know if he's attributed him getting the role to Robert Englund, but I hope and believe that he has made it public.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Now, I've never seen any interviews, but I believe that Mark Hamill
Mark Hamill definitely talks about it. Actually, Mark Hamill posted a post on Robert Englund's birthday, like recently, in the past, like maybe 3 years, and he said, like, he was like, it was because of Robert Englund that I got the role.
So happy.
Yeah, no, Mark, actually, you know what? Mark Hamill, like, I just reactivated my Twitter, and Mark Hamill is one of my favorite people to follow because that motherfucker hates Trump so much, and it's hilarious. Like, he fucking, like, his Twitter is off the chain. It's amazing. But yeah, I could talk about Star Wars for hours. But Robert, another favorite thing, I have so many like favorite things about him. Another thing that I love about Robert Englund is that he directed one of my favorite 80s fucking horror movies, 976 Evil. And I would love to do that movie for an episode.
That would be a fun episode.
I love that movie so much. And actually, originally, when I first watched that movie, I didn't even know that he directed it, because he didn't really like. It's not very like publicized. You know what I mean? Like it's not very like well known. Like he doesn't go out there and like be like, "Yo, hey, oh, that's Linnea Quigley, by the way. Her body in his body."
Oh, there we go.
It's so meta.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, 976 Evil. I love that movie so much. But really, like everybody obviously knows Robert Englund as Freddy, but me and Morgan, we're very huge V fans.
Oh, I love that he was in V.
I'm gonna lend it to you, Megan.
Okay.
He's so young. Like, he's so, like that must have been when he was, like, legit right after he left theater. Because he's so fucking young in that show. And he's so adorable because he's, like, he's one of the aliens, but he sides with the humans.
He's like a nice alien. He's like very timid.
Like, because the aliens, like, they're very nefarious in the show, and they have a secret plan to like overthrow humanity, but they're pretending to be part of society. And, like, the show starts basically like when aliens like first arrive on planet Earth, like after they've already gotten there and they've integrated themselves like as part of society, and they just want to be like part of humanity, but they're lizards, but they hide their alien lizard faces like with human faces, and so they get jobs, they get into politics. Robert Englund is like a janitor or something, but he falls in love with the girl at the food truck who is human, and they form like a relationship. Aww. So then he starts to kind of stray away from the evil alien, narrative, and he starts to be like more like wants to be like on the human side.
I've never appreciated this explanation more because when I was doing my research, I saw that he said that he liked playing Freddy because it gave him a break from the good guy, and I thought, never in my experience, in the Phantom of the Opera, in the Mangler, he's always the bad guy. Well, so when he said it gets me a break, I'm like, when are you ever the good guy?
Yeah,
so this is it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Before he was cast in Nightmare on Elm Street, he was always typecast as a nerd or a redneck or the good guy.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so like when he was offered this role, this was his way of saying, I'm getting rid of this typecasting, I'm doing something completely different, and it changed his fucking life.
Okay, that's interesting.
Always like even Galaxy of Terror, he was in a new one.
Oh god, I love
that movie. Like he's also plays a good guy in that too. Like he's just like he was always cast as like a timid or like lovable kind of character. In V, he's very lovable in it. He's
so adorable.
He's like, I think he's like a technician actually. So he's like a lowly like alien guy in it, but his English isn't very good, and he's like trying to learn how to like assimilate into humanity. But he's like it's very endearing, and it's very like he's such a good guy in it. But then he was sick and tired of being cast as the good guy.
He was actually supposed to have a cameo in the remake of V.
Oh,
but it got canceled. But I never watched the new one because I was like,
I watched the first season and I was like,
Whatever.
There
all
was
about the
so much
original.
nostalgia with the original that I was just like,
Yeah.
I feel like, speaking of, that's so funny. I was going to say Gene Hackman. Gina Davis.
Gene Hackman's pretty cool though. French connection.
Yes. But speaking of Gina Davis, and Yasmina, as you were saying, what she did in the cartoon industry, Robert Englund has such like a prolific role in the cartoon industry as well.
Really?
And then you want to link that back to Mark Hamill. We're going to talk about, he played the Riddler on the cartoon, The Batman.
The animated series of Batman was so fucking good.
So Mark Hamill was the Joker.
Yeah, and that's a
Robert
big role
Englund was
for
the
him.
Riddler.
Yeah, that's fucking
And how
awesome.
incredible is that? He was also in the Spectacular Spider-Man. He was in the Justice League. Like, he voice acted in all these, like, superhero 90s cartoons, which in my opinion were the best era for superhero cartoons.
X-Men.
Now they suck. But like,
Yeah.
you want to talk about
Love
90s, so like
X-Men.
his
Yeah.
voice acting was like, so now we think about it, he was in the same cartoons as Mark Hamill. They were best
That's
friends.
they've been
Yeah.
friends like ever since they were like fucking teenagers. Like I
That
love that
is
so much.
fucking cute.
Robert Englund, I also want to say that like I haven't met him, but I've seen him at Fan Expo, and he's always the very last fucking celebrity that still will talk to anyone who is still there.
I love that.
Yes,
That
that is
yeah.
also, and
the mark
also-
of like a true somebody that truly appreciates.
Like he will stay
Yeah.
after hours to make sure that he meets everyone. Like, and I was too chicken shit to go up to him at the time.
Doesn't sound like you.
It was a long time ago.
And that's funny because that's the way I viewed Dee Snider. And he was supposed to be in Strangeland
Really?
2. He was cast to be in Strangeland 2, and then
He is
Strangeland 2.
in it.
Yeah, okay, so it did happen.
Yeah.
Strangeland 2, yeah, okay. So I never saw
Oh wait,
it.
wait, hang on a second. Did you say
Strangeland 2.
Strangeland 2?
2. He was
There's a
supposed to be,
second one?
let me get there. So he was supposed to be cast in Strangeland 2. It's supposed to be called Strangeland 2: The Disciple, but so in 2010 he was asked to be on it, and then it never happened.
Okay, for some reason I totally forgot about this until you just said that. I forgot that they were supposed to make a second one.
What happened?
I don't know, but that movie, the first one, like that was my fucking jam in high school,
course it
dude.
was.
Do you remember the
remember.
soundtrack?
Yeah.
I bet you fucking do. Like the soundtrack was like every goth kid
Yeah.
owned that soundtrack.
Fucking Strangeland.
That movie,
Which is
I
funny because
still
Dee
have
Snider's
it.
not a goth kid.
No, but Dee Snider is like.
But that was like a goth
he gets
movie
it.
because he's got like
nice.
piercings
He's a
and
nice
like
guy.
there's
He's a
all
good
the
guy.
scenes in the
Yeah.
goth club where Bile are playing.
Yeah, which is
and
fucking
like all
cool.
that like S&M like piercing
Yeah.
suspension shit
Yeah,
like going on
it
in
was
that
very,
movie.
Speaking of your nipples,
yeah.
Yeah, lots of nipples on this episode. But yeah,
Here's
Strangeland,
nipples.
I was obsessed with that fucking movie in high school and soundtrack. And like, I love that Dee Snider filed his teeth to points in the 80s to piss off Tipper Gore. Eventually, he put the caps in to make them look straight, but he took them out for that movie. And I love that. When you're watching that movie and you see his teeth, those are his real teeth.
I fucking.
Yeah.
That's some badass
That
shit.
movie
Everyone
is
knows we love Dee
amazing.
Snider already.
Yeah,
But I
he's
love
good dude.
what happens to Robert Englund in that movie when he gets his eyes and like mouth sewn shut.
You know what? It's been. I think I saw Strangeland in the theater, and then I never saw it.
It was a
again.
huge deal.
It was
for
in the
goths.
theater?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I didn't see it in theaters.
I don't
Oh,
remember being in the
I
theater.
I remember
could have
renting it
swore
and I
it was
bought
in.
it.
It might have been like a Highland type thing.
I don't know. I'm
Captain
pretty,
Howdy.
I'm pretty sure I saw it in the theater.
I believe you. I'm just saying, like, I
Yeah.
was much younger than you, though, as everybody
I know.
knows.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, Strangeland rules.
So-
And but you know what? You mentioned the Phantom of the Opera with Robert Englund. I have that, and I still haven't watched it.
And so it's funny because I remember one episode you were asking me about it, and so only now when I did research for this episode did I only really learn that he is vocally trained. He is
Like Robert
vocally
Englund, like
trained.
fucking sang that shit.
And then that's not to say nowhere did it say that he had a great voice.
Right.
Only
Well,
did it
I mean,
say
like
that he was vocally
Gerard
trained.
Butler was also the Phantom, and he did not have
That's
a great voice
weird.
either.
And I mean, and I've heard places that I've heard places from people that you don't need to have a good voice. If you have someone teach you how to open your throat at the right times or raise your chest or something, you can fake your way through it. Eddie Murphy did it. He
Yeah.
faked his way through a song. That man can't sing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
However, you know who can? Paul Stanley. And he
was the Phantom.
He was the Phantom.
I was like, why are we talking
Because he was the Phantom.
He's very talented,
and it fucking played in Toronto, and I didn't go. Like, we were in high school at the time, and I fucking wish I saw Paul Stanley as
He was the Phantom for a really long... Actually, no, he was the Phantom, like, when we were kids, because Mercedes went when she was, like, in fucking kindergarten, and she saw Paul Stanley as the Phantom.
Does
Fuck
he have
off.
children?
Paul?
Yeah.
He's got 2 kids. 3. He's got 3 kids.
That actually
He
shocks
is a
me.
chef. I will tell you that.
He's a chef?
Yeah, man. He fucking...
Cooking up babies.
Yeah, no shit.
No.
He's tossing the salad.
I read his book recently, and like he put some like not recipes, but he talks about his passion of cooking, and he'll post on his Instagram what he made for
Craft dinner and
sometimes.
hot dogs.
Girl,
yeah.
I'm telling you, like he's got some style. But we are not going to get into Paul Stanley because I won't shut up. But we were talking about the Mangler before we started recording this, and I don't remember that movie
I've never
at
seen
all.
it. I know I've never seen it.
But Megan was talking about it,
very
and she
well.
was saying it was very good. And he's also
That's
in,
like mid-90s, right?
Yes.
95?
Yeah, and Robert Englund, I love. He's also in Wishmaster.
Yes.
And he plays, it's funny because like every winter I always like to rewatch vintage shows that I grew up on, and like Roseanne is one of them. Married with Children is another one, and he plays the devil.
Yes,
In a Married with Children
Does he
episode,
really?
and I just rewatched that
Oh my God, I
episode
love
like
that.
the
That's
winter
awesome.
that just happened. But I still haven't seen the Goldbergs episode with him where
Neither
he
have
plays
I.
Freddy Krueger.
does?
I've heard so many good
Yeah.
things about it. I haven't seen it
I
yet,
know,
though.
I've heard amazing things. I always forget about it, and that is a great show. I will definitely say that.
Hot.
That show is so fucking good. But I love that Robert is also in the Dawkins video.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who were those guys?
Right. That's why fucking the third Nightmare on Elm Street is so great, because the Dawkins song just makes it.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But so now, he is the host. Now I've looked it up. I haven't been able to find it. The issue is now, especially when you're in a different country, I don't know if this is an American channel, but there's so many streaming networks now that I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't even know where to look for things because you have to look for it on a certain network and yada yada. But he is hosting of the Travel Channel. I've never heard of this in Canada.
Okay.
A show called True Horror, which showcases like true horror stories of, you know, it's kind of like a ghost traveler show where
Yeah.
it's like trying to find true stories here and there. So apparently he's a host on the Travel Channel of this show. So he's still active in TV right
still
now.
doing shit.
He's
That's
still
good.
doing
Good
shit.
for him.
And that makes me happy.
That would be a
Awesome.
fun gig though, like that type of thing. Like I've seen the Travel Channel before. It is
Oh, have
it is
you? Okay.
it is American, and it is like something that you get on like your like DirecTV satellite,
Right.
and also like on like your extended cable in the States or whatever. But like that kind of a gig would be awesome because you get to fucking travel all over, and then you hear the fucking spooky story.
It's
That'd be
exactly
awesome.
like John Cusack's character in 1408.
Okay.
Where he's traveling around
Yeah.
writing about like haunted houses
Yeah.
here and there.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Robert.
I
A lot of
agree.
DPs get that fucking benefit too.
Yeah.
Penetration. Yeah.
Yes. They're traveling to new places for sure.
Yeah. New holes.
So Nightmare on Elm Street. There are 9 films. They have grossed over $750 million globally.
Fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
Only in the box office. This is not accounting for merchandise or films bought.
And I
at,
can't
you know?
imagine the amount of merchandising that is included in that. Like, this is $1 billion. This is
Girl.
an industry. And, like, it continues to be, like, licensed and merchandised, and people are still making shirts and making
My
fucking
son's
toys.
8-year-old who was born
Sorry, what?
in the year 20... Did I say my son's 8-year-old? Can we just go back to the point that I've never had a child, and I swear to God, I've never had a child? People are going to be Googling Megan Stinson's,
Right?
like, secret child.
Your son has a child? Are you Angela Lansbury?
This rosé is really getting to me.
Yeah, girl.
My boyfriend's 8-year-old, who was born in a year that I can't even fathom humans being born in.
Right.
I agree with that.
knows who exactly Freddy Krueger is. And so I'm not sure if, I know for sure he's never seen any of the fucking movies.
Right, but
and I know for sure
that.
He's never read the books, he's never seen the show, and he is 8 years old, and his friends in his class talk about Slender Man with the same gusto as they talk about Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So talk about modern horror being amalgamated with 80s horror.
Yeah.
Kids these days don't give a fuck whether they've seen it or not. They love it.
Dude, that's hilarious because that's
crazy.
exactly what they say in the Crystal Lake Memories documentary. Like, the actresses that were in the Friday the 13th movies now have, like, 10-year-old kids, and, like, they'll be trick-or-treating, like, wearing the Jason mask, and she'll be like, you know, like, I was in one of those movies, and they'd be like, oh, I've never seen one of them. I just know who Jason Voorhees is.
Yeah.
Like, it's so iconic.
We were never like that growing up. I feel like our generation growing up was very much in the time. We didn't dress up as things that were not.
We watched those fucking movies.
We watched
and we knew.
I mean, sure, we dressed up as Godzilla, but we watched Godzilla. Yes, Godzilla was made before our time, but we watched that shit. So it's very interesting that kids nowadays aren't watching it, but they fucking know. Yeah. How they know, I don't know.
Well, the internet, man, like, information travels in a different way these days. It's hard for us to, like, fathom, because back then, for us to know, we had to watch.
Video store.
Yeah, we had to watch.
We saw the covers, right?
Yeah.
Kids these days aren't going to the video store.
That's interesting because of, like, how popular the, like, franchises are, like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. And it's a fun fact that Lisa Wilcox, who plays Alice, I love her in TNG, by the way. She plays that Yuta, and Frank, fucking Jonathan Frakes, like, is all like, ooh, hello. She beat 600 other girls for the role.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
600.
Of Rachel, because I think she's in Halloween 4, right? I'm pretty sure Lisa Wilcox
I don't have any information on her.
Yeah, she auditioned for Rachel for Halloween 4, and she beat out like 600 girls.
It's fucking crazy.
Can you imagine being a casting agent and having to fucking like sit through 600
that would be an exhausting
auditions? But like, I feel like, like these franchises, like the Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Friday the 13th, like to a point where it got to part 3, part 4, they were that popular back then in the 80s that they had that many auditions. Like, that is like insane, but also believable. But she actually also auditioned for Dream Warriors, but didn't get the part. I'm not sure which part she tried out for, but so I think she was also in the Bill and Ted TV show. I forgot that there was a TV show.
There was a cartoon.
She was also in Boy Meets World, which is weird because we were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, I don't.
Topanga.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone wanted that bitch's
And then
hair.
I think they did like a new one where Topanga and fucking Corey's kids.
Yeah, fuck that. No one gives a shit. No one gives a shit about Fuller House. No one gives a shit.
That's so bad.
It's bad.
It's
so bad.
bad.
It's terrible.
Stop trying
Fuller
to bring
House
that
is
shit
so
back.
fucking bad. And I grew up on Full House, okay? I can remember every episode of that fucking show. And then I watched the first episode of Fuller House, and the only highlight was Steph's tits.
Girl,
remember that?
Tell me about those titties.
It was like a fucking meme at the time.
And also, what's her name? Aunt Becky. You can go fuck yourself paying for your fucking kids to get into school. I don't even want to get into that fucking rich.
Oh, I hope she goes
richer
to
paying
jail
for
for a long time.
Yeah.
Speaking of Full House, wasn't Robert Englund in Never Too Young to Die as well? That was in his.
I don't know.
That was on.
That's
his
a movie
IMDb
I need to own.
Because of Uncle Jesse there.
Yeah,
and Gene Simmons.
fucking John Stamos still looks pretty good.
In Scream Queens?
Yeah, dude.
John Stamos is him and Rob Lowe like have been drinking that same whatever it is.
Oh,
like,
how about like a
that
John
makes
Stamos
them
Rob
eternal.
Lowe sandwich?
I'd be alright with that.
Oh man. Oh shit. That would be way better than a Busey sandwich.
Stamos Lowe sandwich.
Yeah, I know. And
Megan's like,
I know, right? Our fucking uvulas are fucking flapping. Now I can't remember what I was gonna say. Fuck.
That's awful. You guys are disgusting.
John Stamos, that's right. John Stamos just had his first child at the age of like 55 or something.
And can we talk about how that's not an issue, but Nicki Minaj having a kid at 37 has broken the internet?
Who?
Has it?
So Nicki Minaj is having a kid. She's 37 years old. She is a woman. There are a ton of people being like, "You're too old. You're too
Excuse
old."
me?
And it's
Bridget
like,
Nielsen just had a
bitch,
fucking kid,
thank
and she's
you.
like 56.
But when John Stamos, a man, has a child
Right.
at 55,
Yeah.
it's like all gravy. Girl, Nicki Minaj. can have
People
as
need
many
to
babies as
shut
she-
up.
Right?
Yeah,
I know.
so
People need to mind their
Yeah.
fucking business.
First of all,
And also, I just want to say something about, I'm just going through my notes here. Debbie, the girl who plays Debbie, the cockroach girl,
Yeah.
her name is Brooke Thies. She hasn't done a lot. She was in a TV show with Heather Langenkamp called Just the 10 of Us.
Okay.
And it ran for 3 seasons, and it's like about a coach and a wife, and they have like 8 kids. And Debbie, whatever, Brooke and Heather Langenkamp are sisters in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun. What
Yeah.
year was that?
I've
'Cause
never even heard of this.
Never heard
like,
of this.
I know. I honestly
seasons?
didn't even know about this
No
show
idea.
at all.
just the 10 of us building castles in the sky. Just the 10 of us.
I
You
have
and
some other stuff here, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth
and
talking about.
and you.
Oh, I also like the Fat Boy song. It's not in the movie, but it's on the soundtrack. The Are You Ready for Freddy?
Yeah, and Freddie, he's like rapping in it.
Dude,
Oh,
and like
dear.
that video was fucking awesome. And the DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Nightmare on My Street.
Yes.
I
Oh,
love
that was so
That's
good.
fun.
song and video.
I feel like
a lot.
that documentary that just came out recently,
Like
that
the
everyone
really
was
long
in,
one?
that it was the Nightmare on Elm Street documentary.
Yeah, the really,
yeah.
really super long. It's long, I believe. It's
it?
very long.
I forget what it was called because I didn't even put it in my notes because everyone I researched was in it.
Yeah.
Like everyone was in it, but I've never watched it.
I remember when it came out because it came out shortly around the same time as the Crystal Lake Memories one, and I know it's not as long as that one because the Crystal Lake Memories is 8 hours long.
Yeah. No, this one I think it's 4 hours.
What's
it's
it called?
Never
Yeah.
Sleep
Never
Again.
Sleep Again.
Yeah.
That's right. Because I remember thinking that the character who played Kincaid, whose name is Ken Sagos. Oh, I really hope I'm not pronouncing that incorrectly. So, because I always thought that he was such a pivotal character.
Yeah.
Kincaid, he was such a strong character.
Yeah. He was he the one with the, was he deaf?
No.
Was he the deaf
Kincaid
one?
was the black fellow with the white dog at the
Oh,
beginning.
okay, all
but
right,
he was
yeah.
big in the third one. Kincaid
Yeah,
was like
yeah,
the fucking tough
yeah,
guy, right?
yeah.
And so he also did another documentary called In Search of Darkness,
Yeah, that 80s one.
which is
yeah.
about 80s horror. But the reason I thought that was so great was that they asked him to be in it. And I feel like
that's
characters
nice.
like him sometimes get cast aside
Yeah.
when it
Yeah,
comes.
yeah.
But he had such an important role in, I think, the Freddy
That's
franchise.
awesome.
So that was great. And like Tom Holland was in that, and he was in an episode of It's Always Sunny.
That's awesome. What? Which one?
It's called The Gang Dines Out. That's what it's called, but
Shit,
I've never
remember.
seen it.
I was just thinking about that show last night, and I was thinking about rewatching
He doesn't
it.
look. I looked up a picture of him as an older gentleman. He doesn't look like Kincaid.
Really?
You won't recognize him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that episode up. I love that fucking show so much.
Yeah.
But.
Actually,
What?
In Search of Darkness looks fucking awesome. Like, the amount of the cast is, like, blowing my fucking mind.
Yeah, it was
Tom
like, it's like
Holland.
Tom Atkins, Doug Bradley, fucking Joe Bob is in
Carolyn
it, Diana's in it,
Williams.
fucking John Carpenter, we've got fucking Larry Cohen,
Joe
we've got
Dante.
Jeffrey Combs, Barbara Crampton, Sean S. Cunningham,
Yeah.
fucking Joe Dante, yeah, Keith
It was,
David,
like, kinda-
like fucking tons and tons.
it
Stuart
was
Gordon.
being like publicized like crazy on
Kane
Instagram.
is in it.
So
Kane
you know
Hodder,
what's
Tom
funny?
Holland.
I had said that I said to the girls earlier that I was watching The Mangler 2 / I was trying to watch The Mangler 2 before I came.
And you shut it off.
And the, what do you call those things? The like coming features or whatever
Yeah.
on my tape. One of them was for Mulholland Drive.
Ooh.
Love that movie.
Let me tell you. So I've never seen the movie.
What?
I've never been a huge David Lynch fan because I wasn't aware of him. That's the only reason. And then because Yasmina chose to show me Blue Velvet, which made me want to barf in my mouth.
Right? Oh
What
my
the
god.
fuck, fuckers?
Right? And so,
Baby
there was this, let me tell you, there was this trailer for Mulholland Drive, and it started, and I was like, what the fuck is this garbage? Like, what is this movie even about? And then it was like, Mulholland Drive. You know that voice in the 90s?
yeah.
Mulholland Drive. Dun dun.
Yeah.
Like, go see it.
Yeah.
And I was like, either trailers in the 90s were fucking atrocious, or this movie makes no sense. And so I did some research,
Well-
and it ends up First of all, the trailers
turns out
in
the
the
movie
90s
makes no sense.
But the trailers in the 90s were fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
And the movie makes no sense.
Here is a thing
Plot
that I
twist.
will say to that though, as a die hard David Lynch fans, we know what they mean because we dig.
It just seemed like it was about sex.
No,
Because in the this is what I mean. The 90s trailers always showed the
Mulholland
sex scene.
Drive.
Well, yeah, and they
And
always
that's all
they try
they
to
showed.
spin it in a way
Yeah.
that's like.
So
makes
I
it
thought the movie was
palatable.
about sex.
Yeah.
I thought the movie
Yeah.
was about a blonde and a brunette woman having sex together. That's what the trailer made
It's
me
so much
think.
more complex.
Yeah.
See, that's okay. You know what? Now I'm starting to fucking like agree with the '90s trailers being bullshit.
Yeah, they
because
sell it a certain
they
way.
appease it to the majority of society, which is like. I don't know. People who love David Lynch and abstract avant-garde movies are the minority, right? So when you're watching a trailer like that, you're just like, they have to fucking like whitewash it. You know
It's
what
got to
I mean?
be
Like, they
about
gotta be
something.
like-
Otherwise, you
but,
can't even be able
however,
to sell it.
I will
Right.
say that it's very easy to totally believe that David Lynch's movies don't make sense if you're not a diehard fan. I could tell you what Twin Peaks is about, but if you're not like a huge fan, you could watch it and be like, I have no idea what's going on. But the diehard fans, like, we dig and we do research, we read a lot, and like even like that Twin Peaks book, like I just got and I started reading it and I was like, my mind is still getting blown after 20 years. You know what I mean? Like there's still so much like secret history behind his plots, because the thing about David Lynch is that he chooses to allow, like, his movies, the DVDs don't have like behind the scenes special features. He does that on purpose because he likes to encourage the audiences to come up with their own interpretations.
I love special features. God damn him.
and yeah, but that's the thing is that like if you really want, I'm here to answer your David Lynch questions though, and you should definitely watch Mulholland Drive because it's one of my favorite David Lynch movies. I think it's better than Lost Highway, but I'm not going to get into it in this episode because we've been recording for almost 2 hours. But I will say that, your average viewer can watch David Lynch and say that it doesn't make sense. And I don't blame that. I don't blame people for that. Because it is wacky. Okay? He's a wacky dude. He's a wacky guy.
It's pretty
but
wacky.
I
like his
get
hair.
it. I get it because I'm a super fan. But the new Twin Peaks, the 3rd season that just came out, I'm even a huge fan, and I am very,
I'm airing out my pussy meat right now if you guys can hear me. I feel like this is going to pick up on the microphone, so
Good.
I'm trying to explain
Oh, no,
myself.
look at, wait, just wait, look at.
That's me airing it out.
You can literally
You can
see
see
the
the
waves.
levels.
The
Yeah.
levels are going up.
I just wanted to make a
man
short
is on
comment
another
for
plane.
those who choose to actually partake in our episodes and watch our videos. I just wanted to make a comment saying that I personally have not left social media for any particular reason. I know I have had a lot of fans reach out via the Witch Finger, so I'm just going to make a general statement to those who listen to our episodes that I'm just not on socials anymore. You can find me on Witch Finger. It was nothing personal, nothing that needs to be explained. I'm just not on Facebook or Instagram anymore. And for those fans who have been so courteous to reach out to Yasmina, my boyfriend Dave, or Morgan, or the Witch Finger
Just to
asking
check
about
in,
me,
yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Things are great. I'm just experiencing life outside of the social media realm.
and you do you.
Which
And
is
that's it.
awesome.
And I just
Yeah.
wanted to, because there, you know what, the more I think about it, there are a lot of people who have reached out in concern.
Yeah, of course.
And I appreciate that. I just want everyone to know I'm totally fine. I'm just drinking without documenting it
and
now.
fanning in pussy meat. And guys, I guess we should probably say something about our Bolo Award.
Yeah, we totally forgot about that.
So thank you so much to
Jim Bob, you
like
son of a
fucking
bitch.
Right?
seriously, like I wish I caught that live.
Yeah.
It was funny because like
My mind was
I never watched Monster Vision. It wasn't a thing in Canada.
No, to me, Joe Bob is all brand
I didn't
new.
know
I never knew
who
about
Joe
it.
Bob Briggs was, like,
I still don't know what Monster Vision is.
Okay, so Monster Vision was his show, in the 90s. And he used to do, like, live stuff all the time as well. And I didn't know who he was until Fright Rags actually released a Monster Vision line of shirts, and I didn't get it. And I was like, what the fuck is this Monster Vision? But then I was like, oh, I guess it was, like, a show, like, in the 90s where it was, like, a horror host, like Elvira, and he shows movies, and he does commentary in between movies. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. I've never heard of this guy, like, at all. But then the Resurgence show came out, and then I saw how popular it was on Instagram. Like, every fucking horror fan loves Joe Bob. And I was like, well, maybe I'll check it out. And then one time I did watch, like, one episode in the first season, and I watched it on purpose because he was a guest at last year's Shockstock. Here in London, Ontario, and we do that show every year. So we took an initiative, and we watched a couple episodes before Shockstock just to get a sense of who he was.
Yeah,
and I
sure.
did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. And then the second season that just aired this year, I was like, okay, like, I'm gonna watch it every Friday because we're in lockdown. It's a pandemic.
Yeah.
What else are we gonna do? So I started watching it, and, like, I'm so glad I did because of Joe Bob. I watched one cut of The Dead, and that shit blew my fucking mind. But then the one time I wasn't watching was, like, I just wasn't in the mood to watch horror movies, and then I was watching, like, something else, like Girls or something, and all of a sudden my phone started blowing up. Like, it was like text. I opened my Instagram, fucking 20 messages. It kept coming and coming and coming. And I was like, what is happening? And I was like, oh shit, it's Friday night. Were we on Joe Bob? And, like, I messaged my friend Anthony in LA, and he was like, dude, you guys were on fucking Joe Bob. And I was like, what? I, like, lost my mind.
I was literally drinking a box of wine with my mom. A box of wine with my mom. I was sitting there watching shows about murder, and I got a text from Yasmina and was like,
I texted the group chat, and I was like, caps. I was like, guys, because, like, in between the two movies, as many people know, I've only seen a few episodes that they always, like, showcase someone that they deem worthy enough to be mentioned, to be, like, nominated for this, like, Bolo Award, and I lost it. I was like, holy shit, this is, like, insane. And I remember, like, I called, like, I FaceTimed, but Megan, you were sleeping, and I was like, that bitch, she's fucking sleeping.
I know.
And I called you, and I was like, dude, we were on Joe Bob, and you were like, what? Do
you know what's funny about that is when I woke up and saw it, I woke up to a bunch of messages, and bless everyone's fucking hearts, so did Dave.
Oh, that's so cute.
Dave woke up to so many messages being like, it's so cute that your girlfriend like this and that. And I was like, what did I do?
And it's funny because, like, you guys haven't,
so
like, you've only seen, like, maybe one episode or two, right?
I've watched a few episodes.
I
never get to the second movie.
That's exactly.
Yeah, I know, me too.
I smoked too much weed to get to the second movie.
But I was like, guys, like, this is, like, a huge deal. Like, I was like, this show is, like, it's on Shudder. Like, Shudder fucking tweeted about us. Like, that
to me
that blew my mind. And, like,
awesome.
So thank you, Darcy. Like, Darcy, like, like,
what a precious,
honestly,
love you.
We love you so. Like, I think it was it was her. Like, Darcy is
for sure, because she was she was mentioning that she wants to uplift women in horror, and she thinks that we do a great job of that.
And she spoke out,
and that was really cool
about, like, women in general have more obstacles than men, and she was like, the sisterhood is very important to her, and I was very just taken aback, honestly. Like, fucking Darcy, thank you so fucking much. And, like, my favorite thing about this, though, is that she listened to our From Beyond episode, and she talked about how she agrees about the fact that we love Jeffrey Combs and how sexy he is. And then Barbara Crampton posted a picture of her with Jeffrey Combs and was like, if you watched Joe Bob tonight, you know what this picture means. And I was like, Barbara Crampton, like, she like,
so secretly it's Yasmina. I just need to clear the air and just let it be known that is all Yasmina.
Yeah, you can own that, girl.
You can have it.
You own that.
I was like, this is cool. So yes, thank you, Joe Bob. job.
Yeah.
Thank you, Darcy.
Super
Thank
fucking
you
cool.
to everyone who like even just like fucking listens to us and supports us and buys our stuff and like spreads the word, and like we love all of our horror community podcast friends. Like,
oh, and especially our listeners. Like,
our
you guys,
listeners,
you
like,
don't have
everybody-
to be doing this. We're kind of lame girls from a small rural town, like in Ontario. You know what I mean?
We just appreciate it all so much.
yes, thank you so
And
much.
hopefully we'll see y'all at a convention
Yeah.
sometime soon. Healthy and
Yes.
happy.
Oh my god,
Mask
I know.
free. We're super stoked that we got to do this
I
episode
just want to
tonight.
kiss all your faces.
I know.
Fuck yeah.
So
We're
yeah, I
super
guess
excited.
make sure that you wear a mask so we can come back into your goddamn country,
Exactly.
because I miss America a lot and I miss my American friends a lot, and
What
don't
Jerry
be a
Springer
dick.
say? What Jerry Springer say? Take care of yourself and each other.
There you go. Oh, and Bob Barker said, don't forget to spay and neuter your pets.
yeah. I'm gonna leave you with this.
What?
Thank you for listening to Witchfinger Horror Podcast episode 49. Our next episode is our 50th
Oh,
episode.
we're gonna get wasted for that.
49, my favorite sexual position.
Is that like football or something?
Girls
Hut,
picture
hut,
it.
49. I don't know.
So we are ready. Our 50th episode is going to be, we've decided that we're going to get, like, not obviously blackout drunk because we have to be awake, but we're going to get
Can you imagine we just recorded us
royally
passed
fucked.
out?
Yeah,
It's just us farting in our
I
sleep.
know. It's going to be fucking amazing.
In fucking incredible. Thank you so much, guys. We love you.
That's what I'm talking about. Wow!
Have a fucking good night. Love you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.